Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unpredicted Party. I am your lore master, Don Marshall. Alongside me are my internet friends, Charlotte Moore Lambert, Max Randolph, ttoorriifoxx, and Zach Smith. Say hi, internet friends.
Hi, internet friends.
We come to it at last, the great battle of our time. This is not 6 HP off the final boss because we're not in game. This is episode 72, part 3, The Fight is taken to Gwaihir as Tinel is face to face with Gwaihir the Windlord. But before we get to that, we have a few people to thank. Before we begin, we want to thank our artist, Sara Shunke, who did some of the artwork. You can find her on Instagram at sarahmschunke. Some of the battle maps, though none today, were made by Little Wit the cartographer. Sorry, Little Wit. I had to make these ones ages ago, and I've just been kind of building on them as they go. Like, I had to add a random nest a couple of weeks ago, excuse me. Music is done by Cullen Vance. You can go to cullenvancecreative.com, pay the man money, buy his album. The scheduling and all of this is done by my wife. She goes by Nat20Marshall across all social media. It's a little bit different than Nat20Wife. She has changed a few things to sort of brand. What is it? Nat Marshall 20. Just kidding. I know my wife's social media. It's Nat Marshall 20, obviously, and not what I said. So huge thank you to them. A huge thanks to our sponsor, the folks over at Free League Publishing gave us early access to The One Ring, the Middle-earth TTRPG system. If you would like to play in that, you can go to freeleaguepublishing.com. There are many expansion packs as well. We also want to thank The Rook and the Raven for all of your TTRPG note-taking needs. Go to therookandtheraven.com. With all of that out of the way, no theme song. If you've been following for long enough, this is it. Tinel, choose your stance for me, please.
Yep.
How's it going, Tinel?
It's going great. Everything
feeling?
is going exactly according to plan.
Going so great.
I guess I will be... You know what? I'm actually going to be defense.
You're going to be defensive. Okay. Tinel, defensive. Gwaihir is going to be in the open position. Okay. Now, here's what's going to happen. We're going to have a little bit of setup before we begin, but now that we know the stances, we're going to jump right into combat as soon as this is done. But I am going to go ahead and just share my screen briefly, because I want to give just a quick recap of everything that is going on. And so I made you guys a little visual for what's going on. So if you could please point your attention to the screen. We have a number of things going on here. We've got the Black Gate of Mordor standing there, still closed.
This is a hell of a battle map. This is miles and miles.
Yes, this is the entirety of Mordor. Sorry, but I had to make it a little bit more wide. You guys have traversed quite a bit. So, to give you an idea, for those of you listening on the podcast, we are looking at a map of Mordor. In the top left corner is the Black Gate of Mordor. Further south, by where the mountains protrude into Mordor, is the entrance for Minas Morgul, and also the area where Shelob's army is advancing. Fun fact that you guys didn't get to find out, the army was basically on the other side of that. Meanwhile, they were up closer to Minas Morgul in the north. So they're attacking from two fronts. You got the western front first. So Shelob's army is coming. Just north of Shelob's army, just sort of top center of the map, is Mount Doom. Just below that are the symbols for the two Ents that are directing everything, these 30, 40-foot tall trees that are getting these horns that have massed themselves together into a massive nest to transport the egg. We also have on the map, pretty much dead center, is Saruman's body and the Palantir, just as a reminder that you should be looting every body you come across and don't. So special thanks to everyone there for leaving it there. And then just to the right of that, and the final portion of our journey, is going to be the nest, as well as the arrow that Beery has made, this giant arrow. You snuck by me by making some clever walking sticks, and I'm a little proud of this. And then to the right, to the east. Yes, I was correct. To the east of the nest is the ruins of Barad-dûr that Saruman was running directly towards. Now, I've made these things a little bit bigger on the map visually, just so you can kind of get a sense of where they are, but just something to keep in mind. This is where everybody is tentatively. Shelob's army is advancing from the west to the east. The Ents are trying to drag the nest north with the rest of the beasts of Gorgoroth, but the trolls and all of these insane creatures, spiders, badgers, hybrid creatures you've never even seen before. There's a giant moth floating over up past Mount Doom. There's a three-headed fell beast flying around somewhere you haven't seen in a while. All of this is all going on, and I want to make it very clear. You've entered the part of the battle that is mostly chaos right now. All around you, things are about to start happening, and you, in the midst of all of this, are dead center because Tinel, you picked up the Palantir, and you basically taunted Gwaihir, saying that, you know, you're a pretender. You're nobody. You're nothing. Sauron's got nothing on you. And on a critical success check, he spotted you, and on a very fateful dice roll, the rest of you still remain stealthed, while Tinel has his entire attention. We begin then with the battle. So here's what I am going to say as we begin. I am going to go Tauriel, then I am going to go Biri, and then I am going to go Halloweth. You will all have one last opportunity to tell me things you have prepared. Tell me things you're doing. Tauriel, you mentioned taking a mithril arrow and slamming it into the egg to see if it cracked. That is going to be your first action. I'll allow you to take a secondary action as well. Biri and Halloweth, you can choose to remain stealthed. You will have favor on assassination type mechanics. However, I will tell you this Gwaihir, as you've seen, as I can maybe share my screen again, he's a big guy and he is wearing this kind of almost armor that is some type of tree bark or leather or wood or some kind, or bone, and it's very much like naturally made. This is of and from the earth and the world around them itself. The weapons the Gwaihir is holding, he has the Palantir in one hand still, Tinel. He also has what looks to be a kind of whip that is a bone spear with a sort of flame, not flame, but like a glowing red on the end of it. Also, his significantly bigger. He's like 10, 12 feet tall right now. With his wingspan, he's even bigger. Okay, so Tauriel, you are using your primary action to stick the mithril arrow into...
Mithril arrow.
Yes. Yeah. So I will say you can still use the mithril arrow so long as it doesn't... Yeah, if you want to pull it out. Unless it shatters. If you roll poorly enough, it might, something might happen to it. So if you can just go ahead, tell me your base strength.
My base strength is... I'm looking for it. Oh, 5.
5.
Right?
Okay.
Which is the rating.
Yes. So here's what I'm gonna say. Go ahead and make me an athletics check, real quick.
Not off to a strong start, but medium start. 10, 13, 16, 20. It's 20.
Okay, with a dirty 20. Hang on. Got to get my dice as well.
Well, I guess in this game we have dirty 12s, but in total.
Technically they're dirty Gandalfs or dirty Saurons, but we don't tell.
There is no such thing as a natural 20 in this game.
Yeah, no natural 20s, just critical successes.
Just nat 12s.
Okay. So a 20. The mithril arrow, you slam it down with all of your might. And it does chip away at the egg a little bit. But it's similar to the sort of Game of Thrones scaled dragon eggs, where there is that layering of one piece of the egg shell on top of another and another and another, similar to dragon scales. Whatever is inside here is well protected enough, but you've got a mithril arrow and you're only using your hand. So what's the next step for you? I will allow you to think on that while I go to Biri first and then Halloweth next.
Okay. So, Zach, Halloweth is like kind of pulling the bow structure.
He is currently inside the nest structure where the trees are most bowed, looking to, on your signal, aim it towards this Michael Keaton, this Birdman. He is going to be ready for your command only.
Okay. So he's inside the bush, and also the way I'm visualizing this, like the arrow is to also kind of at least half engulfed inside of the nest, like using the nest as the guide for the arrow.
Yes.
So Beery is currently like watching in horror as the silhouette is coming right at Precious Tin. So he's like peeking over it, and he's got like, I mean, almost like an artilleryman, right? Like, like in a position of armor, and he's got a hand just about ready to cut that line. But I think his battle stance would be, for the first time in years playing this game, rearward for the first time ever.
Oh, okay.
And could I, as a rear gentleman, could I prepare shot with a scan check?
Prepare shot, mechanically speaking, is
combat task.
Oh, yeah, okay. So, strictly speaking, I think that was for the... Oh, no, the elves can do it as a secondary action. You have to do it as your primary. That's what it is. Okay, yes, I will allow you to have a prepared shot. Hold that in just a moment, because that you will be in turn 2 of combat if you want to. This first round is going to be entirely Tinel and Gwai here, and then we're just going to do turn order one after another. Okay.
And to that point, Beery's aiming it like right at Tinel. Like, is Tin, you're kind of...
Would you like to see the battle map?
Kind of amongst
them.
Why, Don, that would be so helpful.
Yes, why don't we get you the battle map?
Por favor.
Of course. This is where I have you as of right now.
Oh my God.
Love it.
Now give me 2 seconds, because I do need to expand.
Oh, this is perfect.
That's a big
why
egg.
aren't I there?
Yeah.
How big is this egg?
Pretty big.
You're
hang on
the
one second,
underside of the egg.
Oh my gosh,
like that
I did
curves
not
around.
make... I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I did not make Tariel.
He has
Tariel,
been
where are
crushed
you?
by the egg. It rolls slightly. We went up a hill and it went...
Damn.
Sadly, that is how Tariel goes out.
Rip.
Tariel, where are you? Are you? I assume you're to the right
I would
here,
say,
right?
yeah, I'm over there.
Just out of Gwahir's sight.
Just hunkered down.
Yeah, because
Tariel's alias Ent2.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
He's called me that in an age.
Tariel, where are you?
Like in what stance?
Yes, tell me your stance.
Oh, I'm in forward.
Forward position. All right.
I'm fully attacking this egg.
Okay.
I'm attempting to scramble this egg.
Scramble said egg. Okay.
Scrambling egg.
So we've got turn 1 and turn 2 pre-planned out. You guys call out your actions. We're going to go ahead and get started. Everybody ready?
Yes, stop back.
Yeah.
Tinel.
Let's fucking rock.
Gwai here is in open, which means he is going to go first while you are in defensive. Right. So you're going to have this moment where he alights down to the nest, and finally you come face to face with Gwai here.
Where are your friends?
She just plants her feet and doesn't say anything.
You're not foolish enough to come alone. Show yourselves! Fine. No more talking.
And is going to lunge right at you.
Yep.
Can you remind
He rolls.
everybody of your parry score, please?
It is 20.
20. Okay.
And he rolls with 1 less d6.
That
So
is
I am in
correct.
defensive.
Okay, so Tinel
Nice.
with a 20.
He's picking up so many dice.
No, I had to do some math in my head. We're just going to do a standard because there's only one of you here. Okay. Oh, that's a 10. That's a 22. You guys are going to watch as immediately... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, it's not, because it's 1 less d6, and I rolled the normal number of d6. I will take away the highest. That does not hit, even though I rolled a 12 on the dice. Okay. Rolled a 16. So Gwai here is going to lunge at you with one claw, the other still clasping the palantir, holding the claw. And I'll ask you, as he's coming at you, make me an athletics. Oh no, you let go of the palantir. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
You made that check to let go of the palantir.
I think it's at my feet.
Yeah, it's just sitting there at the nest.
She doesn't care where that palantir is at all.
Yeah. Tell me how you dodge out of the way right now. What direction do you go? Do you climb further up the nest, or do you go lower and try and group up with Tariel, or head back?
It's some elven shit where she like fully leans back, but is going to kind of use that momentum to step a couple feet back as well.
Okay, so you're going to move just right about here.
She doesn't go very far back. She's pretty planted.
Got it.
Because all of the attention is currently on her.
Yep. And I'm actually going to say we'll move Gwai here up to that space. Your movement, by the way, across this nest is going to be 3. However, Gwai here's is 5. So be prepared as you are. Okay. So he missed on his turn. You are in defensive. You are up, but remember you have 1 less d6 in your attack.
Yes. Okay. So that is fine. Sorry, now I have to do math.
You're good?
So he's technically a servant of Sauron or Gwai here.
Yes, this is your weapons will do very well on this one. This is the bad guy.
Come on, baby. I rolled an 11 and I crit on an 11.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. I told you combat was fast on this. Okay. So that is a crit, and this is 5
damage.
5 damage. So this is a flat 5 damage. However, because you crit and it's a sword, this is piercing damage.
So she's gonna like flourish like over her head and then come down and just get him like right at the knee.
Oh, okay. Taking out the knee. So I'm gonna make note of, if you crit, you can describe the location you hit on. So I'm going to say Gwai here's injuries.
Gwai used to be an adventurer like us.
No.
But then what happened, Zach? What happened?
Took a Tinel to the knee.
I love it. Okay.
An ancient joke.
Yeah. Literal 14-year-old joke. Okay.
Dust that one off, yep.
We begin now with turn 2. Tinel, would you like to change your stance?
No, she's going to continue to stay in defensive.
Fantastic. Tariel, you are in the forward position. I will give you a moment. What are you doing?
She's going to pull her arrow back out, realign herself, both hands now, a little better leverage, and just one more time, just try to chip right back away. She's just frantic at this point. Like anything that she can do while she's here. And as I am in forward stance, I believe I get to add. Am I just doing this as an attack roll?
This is a standard attack roll. I had you make an athletics check outside of combat. This would just be a straight attack roll against the parry score of the egg's shell.
I'm also going to add a hope point.
Go for it.
Come on, Tariel.
And I see I have a note here in my rewards. We talked about this a couple episodes ago. We don't remember why I have this, but as of November 18th, I get +6 to my next 3 attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Damage or 2 attacks?
That's 2 attacks to ensure that you hit. It's an accuracy thing instead of a damage thing. Flat damage across
I'm going to just save those. I'll save those, but I'm going to go ahead and roll with what I've got here. And hopefully... I was trying to do a thing. I didn't get to do the thing, even with all of those die. Damn.
How much?
Okay, well, it's, I was hoping to roll a 6, because if I roll a 6, I get to do a thing. 10, 13, 17.
17. So a 17, unfortunately, does not hit. Does not hit. So you are, you know what? I think with a 17, you chip another one of the scales off, but it's just that under layer underneath it. There's more scales underneath. There's layer after layer in this. There's some depth and some heft to this egg.
With my arm crossbow, I get a secondary action?
Yes.
But with the crossbow, I can either deal damage on my secondary action.
Yes.
Or I can double my movement.
Yes.
And I think it's, fairly clear. Maybe Tariel makes some more like very minor attempts to try and chip this thing away, but it's pretty clear that her one little arrow isn't going to do that. She puts that away. And can she hear anything of what is going on between Gwaihir and Tinel?
Yes, I'd say you and at the very least Halloweth will be able to hear every word. Beery, you might be a little far off.
Okay. So she's just gonna Zorro her way back out of here because she's still got the she's still got it embedded in the top of the nest.
She does, yes. Tell me where you'd like to move. Give me a direction.
She's literally just gonna turn right back around and grab the cord of her grappling hook and just right back up to where she started, which would be, the part of the nest that's like right above her where it's still embedded. So she'll just go right back up to the rim of the nest where she came in.
Right about here?
I guess, yeah, if this is, I don't know what cardinal direction the top of the nest is right now.
Top of the nest would be up north, up here. Next is going to be Gwaihir, who is up in the open position. Tinel, you are still in defensive, so he's going to roll.
Yep.
Actually, he's going to use...
Oh, no.
No. Yeah, you're here. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to use a shadow point that you have to Gwaihir's advantage. This is going to be the first time we're going to utilize it. So typically in-game, I'm doing a little bit of a homebrew here. I have given the idea of falling into shadow to the object, the One Ring. And because Gwaihir is wearing it, he is going to use it to affect you and your mind, because he hasn't turned invisible. So I am going to add an extra d6 because of that shadow point that he has against you.
Okay.
Let's begin. And your parry score is a 20, correct?
Yes, 20, and he's rolling with one less.
I crit.
No!
I'll show you right now.
No!
Oh no!
That's a Gandalf with a 6.
You mean you crit fail, right?
No, I crit succeed.
Oh no!
I crit succeed. Okay.
God. Okay.
Shit.
Tinel, you take 10 points of damage.
Oh fuck.
Okay,
Oh,
alright,
no.
yeah.
Your HP is now down to 10.
Yep. Yeah.
That's half down.
That's half.
Yeah, that's half. That's half
too
down
much.
That is
That's
half.
too much.
That is half.
Immediately.
And with a successful shadow point, Tinel, you are going to have... Ooh. Okay, we're going to come to that. He takes his claws out. Missed the first time. He is locked in now. He attacks with both claws. Swipes you across the face, and you actually feel another scar form just below on the right side of your cheek as 3 of his talons sink into your face and you start dripping a little bit of blood. He's going to use his movement to get closer to you within combat range so you can't go to rearward next turn. He is going to be locked in combat with you, so no chance of using your bow. Secondary action... Secondary action he's going to use to make an awareness check to see if he spots any of you. Still does not. I'm actually rolling quite poorly. That was a 18. He needs to roll a 20. Okay, so you all, the rest of you remain hidden, but Tinel is taking some serious damage. Tinel, you are up.
I'm thinking about like Angry Goose Game. Like, have you guys ever encountered just like a mad goose or a mad chicken?
Yeah.
Or, like, they're so intimidating. Like, what if that times 100 and sentient?
That's what this is.
Boy,
Yeah,
That's what this is.
dinosaur. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, Tinel, you're up.
What in the utero?
Okay. Do I see the ring?
Make
On
me
him?
a scan check. Or...
I mean, the ring would have come close and
Mm-hmm.
gouged your
yeah,
face.
actually, you know what? Yeah, make an awareness check with favor. You're just trying to beat your target number.
Okay.
You just got clawed in the face. That's on me for saying that. So.
Where's my awareness? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh wait.
I
had
think
one
your
more.
eyes, but like it could be like...
There's a 6 in there.
Cool.
Oh yeah, easy peasy.
Cool. So long as you beat the awareness check, yes, you do
Yeah,
notice that
19.
the ring is on his left first finger.
Okay. Just writing that down.
Okay.
I
You are
mean,
up.
she's...
Primary action.
Yeah, she's gonna keep... She's just gonna keep him occupied.
Okay. Keeping him
So
occupied.
she's going to
Make a roll
attack
for me.
him again. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Math again.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, baby. Okay. 21.
21 does not hit.
Oh.
I knew it.
Sorry, everybody.
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
21 does not hit. Secondary
I
action.
don't care for that.
I don't care for that either. I
don't like
rolled
that.
pretty shit too.
Okay, all right.
There's
All
hope
right.
points. There's forward position. There's any number of
Yeah.
things that you can do to make it happen. Does not work. Do you have anything to do for your secondary action, Tinel?
Run away.
Yeah, I know, right?
You want to
I'm
use your
like,
movement?
But she wants to angle herself so that Gwai here will get as in front of the arrow as possible. So I think she would.
I will
move
tell you,
to
just
the
from
right.
a mechanics standpoint, the best way to do that is to put yourself right in the line of fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. For those listening on the podcast, they are to the southern point of the nest, a few blocks, if you're thinking about it like individual square blocks, like square Legos. A few up from the bottom. Gwai here is to her left, but the bow is immediately below her. You are right in the line of fire. Okay. Beery, Halloweth,
You do.
you're both in rearward, so talk amongst yourselves. You've got 6 seconds to do whatever action you want to try and do.
All right.
We gotta wait for Beery. We gotta wait for Tinel to move and then just let loose. We have to hold our action until he's there.
But they can only hear it, right? They can't see him. 'Cause they're
Beery can
below him.
see a little bit of it. They're all...
Oh, you're up. Oh, you're
I'm
like-
also there, like controlling. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Beery's almost waiting for Halloweth, because Halloweth's helping is pretty much our aim, and
Yeah.
Beery's just timing.
I mean, I can move the crossbow, right? I can
little
move
bit,
it.
right?
A
I can
little
move it to the
slightly.
left.
I'll allow it.
Like,
Also, actually, real
Slightly.
quick, before I do that, I'm so sorry. I need to make another awareness check for Gwai here to see if he sees any of you. Ooh, 3, 6.
Can we roll
7.
opposing stealth?
Yeah, roll me stealth checks, both of you.
oh my
Yeah, because it
God.
is their turn.
Yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
what we were doing, yeah.
16.
16.
nice.
Okay.
Is that enough?
I got 30.
Oh
Gua-
God.
Oh.
Gwai here
So-
rolled a 16, and in your case, for you, it is meets it, beats it for you because it's stealth. And you're
Ooh.
in the final battle. I'm allowing it. Okay. You two remain hidden for this turn.
Oh my God.
You're up. You've got a few seconds to decide what you want to do, who's going first and who's doing what. Are you holding your action, and are you doing anything for your secondary actions?
For now, we gotta hold it. For my secondary, I'm gonna prepare shot again, I guess. I'm gonna tilt it slightly so that it's not aiming directly at Tinel, just ever so slightly to the left, so that, like, should she not get out of the way, it won't hit her. It'll probably pass between them.
Make me an
But I'm
athletics
waiting
check. Make me an athletics check
Yeah.
to see, because it's moving, however slowly it might be, but it's taut. You got to be able to hold that.
Yeah. Okay. I beat my target number by 5.
By 5. Okay. So in beating your target number... Okay, I'm not going to give you ill favor for the prepared shot. You are holding on to that tight. You are ready to go. Even though it's moving, you're not letting it go. So you're holding your action for that.
I'm waiting for the moment that it is clear to strike. But that does mean that as soon as he comes into view, I'm giving the signal to let loose.
So even without stances dictating turn order, as soon as Gwai here moves into position.
I'm holding my action, so I can just use that whenever
Understood.
I wish.
Understood. All right, Beery, what are you doing?
The King's Echo blade is just resting on this elven rope, and he's just squinting one eye, looking down the shaft of our lucky sticks, and he's just kind of whispering under his breath, "Come on, Tin," and just waiting for the signal. And the second that happens, that thing's getting cut.
Okay. That's turn 2. We move now to turn 3. Is anyone going to change positions?
Nope.
I will.
You will?
Okay.
So
Tariel, where are you
I'm
gonna
not in close combat with anything anymore.
be? You are not, no.
So I'll shift to open.
You'll shift to open, all right? Shifting to open, that is also going to be Gwai here as well. Tinel, are you still in defensive? Okay.
Yes.
Beery, rearward, Halloweth. Okay, so at the start of turn 3, you all are going to have Gwaihir see one of Gwaihir use his legendary actions. Let's add an enormous to me! And you are going to watch as the Ents from above are going to start making their way. They have a movement speed of 6. So the Ent on the first side is going to start making his way down. Oh, I've locked that asset. Hang on.
Yep, I don't think those ain't moving.
Nope. The Ents are going to start making their way down to just get all of you.
Sorry, why do you have layers called Hell Tree?
6,
Is that what
7.
they
That's
are?
just what it's
Folder,
called. That's just what it's
folder,
called in
Hell Tree.
Incarnate.
Hell Tree.
Okay. And then 1, 2,
Don't like
3,
that.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so Tinel, you have attracted the attention of an Ent that is coming your way. Tariel, I need you to make me another stealth check, please.
Sure.
Can
I'm gonna
I
burn
add a
another
fellowship
hope
to
point if
that?
that's cool.
If you can tell me what you do to assist
No, there's
the
no way. I
stealth
just wanna
check,
make
I
sure.
don't. Yeah.
I'm just gonna use a hope point. I got plenty of them.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
10, 16. That's 27.
27. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
That's
Nice.
great.
Excellent
Rolling
stuff.
that with favor.
She's basically
Five,
just like,
double
as soon as
five.
she got to the top of the nest, she basically just hit the deck, just flattened herself and is slowly making her way.
is-
Elven cloak too, all dusty.
Yeah.
Gonna be hard to see.
Yeah.
That is only a 14 on 2d12s with favor and 4d6s. I rolled so poorly. Tariel, despite my best efforts, you remain out of sight. Well done. No one is in forward position. Gwaihir is going first. And he is going after... actually, because it's Gwaihir's turn, I'll have you have him make the awareness check now. Can everyone
roll the
hear?
opposing stealth,
Yeah,
yeah.
everyone just roll me stealth checks for this turn. We'll make it a little bit easier. It won't be after turn. It'll just be during Gwaihir.
Do I also have to do that?
No, you are good.
Okay.
But if he beats a 22, which he didn't, he rolled a
I
2 on the
become one.
dice. Look at this. Just to keep myself honest.
I told y'all we rattled this
Rival.
man.
Yeah.
He rolls terrible.
You did. This bird is not having it. That is 5, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right. Did anyone roll
19.
below a 17?
Nope.
No.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Beery, are you okay?
Okay.
Yeah, 19.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay. That could have been very bad. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. Gwaihir's going to use his turn, and Tinel might go down, but then that means he is immediately potentially going to be in the line of fire. So he is going to use his movement. 1, 2. Yep, they're right on top of each other. I'm having Gwaihir take his action, and then I am having Tariel take her action, and then that is going to be the resolution. Just because rearward typically goes last, we're going to resolve these, and then we're going to see what happens. So,
Okay.
Gwaihir is going to attack. No one in forward position. He's just going after you, Tinel, and it's 1 less d6 again.
Yep. Please.
Are you fucking kidding me? I rolled an eye of
Did you-
Sauron. I rolled an eye of Sauron.
Wow. Gwaihir.
Gwaihir gets bird
up.
flu.
The dice tell the story. You know what? With that, I'm not even going to have... Gwaihir is going to... This is the perfect... I can't believe I fucking Eye of Sauron did this turn. He's going to trip. He is going to
Do it.
launch
Fucking
himself
do
up in
it.
the air, but his claw is going to get snagged on one of the brambled branches, and he's just going to try and use his wings to be up into
that's
the air,
awkward.
only gets a little bit and stumbles just enough. Actually, I'll allow it simultaneously. Tariel, make me an attack roll, and then However you two are rolling for this attack roll, tell me how it works.
Tariel's not going to roll.
Oh, you're not attacking. Sorry.
No, because this is the last moment that she would want to distract
to draw
him
attention.
Or move
Okay.
him. We've almost got him right where we want.
Okay. I'll keep it as
Yeah.
Beer. I'll keep it as Beery and Haleth. So let's walk it back a little.
So she sees this, and just holds her breath and watches in the direction of Halloweth and Beery to see if Halloweth's going to give the signal. She's just waiting with bated breath to see what happens.
Now, before we move any further, I want to explain mechanically what's about to happen.
Okay. Wait, I just thought of one, like an actual thing I do want to do.
What do you got?
Before you do that, can I just do I see the Ents?
Yeah, you see both ends for sure.
Can I do an awareness check?
Yeah, go
See
ahead.
if there's anything else sneaking up on us.
Yeah, go ahead. Make me an
that I
awareness
might
check.
want to know about. Okay. All right. 26.
26. With a 26, you notice that the rocks around you, the fairly large rocks that you're seeing in this sort of area around you, begin to start shaking a little bit. And there is movement from inside them.
Oh, no.
And you get the sense that, mechanically speaking, at the start of turn 4, to me, might have been summoning more than just the Ents.
Something big.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Right.
Great,
we're
awesome.
feeling fairly alarmed here.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Luckily, we don't add points for Jurassic Park close.
Oh, okay. Beery and Halloweth, I would like to go over something mechanically just so I know what happens. Because in my mind, if this is a successful attack, Gwaihir gets pinned to the egg with the arrow, if it goes well enough. So here's what I'm going to ask. What are both of you doing to make this happen?
Beery's just waiting for the signal because Halloweth is kind of our eyes, our aim, and he's just waiting for that signal. That's it.
Halloweth is using every bit of elven strength and willpower that he has left in his reserves to hold this steady, hold it ready, and he's gonna try and put this straight through Gwaihir's neck, little gullet there, because he's wearing armor. I don't want to be aiming for that, because I don't know exactly how strong that is. And the worst thing that could happen right now is for this arrow to do basically nothing.
Okay.
If it's just going to hit the armor. So he's going to try and aim, and he's been aiming this whole time for the gullet of Gwaihir. And once it releases, he's also going to try and do something else, but I'll get to that once the arrow releases.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So here's what I'm letting you know, okay? You have 1d12 and 6d6s in your bow, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You are also in the rearward position, meaning you cannot be attacked by anything in melee range. So you can roll a total of a 48 with this.
Yeah.
So Beery, make me an athletics check to release the rope, and Halloweth, make me an athletics check to hold it steady this turn.
Yeah.
Can we give each other fellowship points?
You absolutely
I would
can. Yeah,
say so,
fellowship
yeah.
points,
The
hope
power of
points.
friendship?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tariel
exactly.
is
It's
just
teamwork.
like muttering prayers.
Oh,
like she's
well,
got
the
her
breath goes
hands.
on,
She's
yeah.
doing almost a Halloweth with her fingers just buried into this nest, just willing elvish energy to get to them.
Yeah.
Lovely.
26 for athletics.
26 for athletics. Okay.
I got a 25. I beat my target number by 13.
Wow. Okay. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a set of basically points that you can attack. You can go for the kill shot. You can go for a number of, depending on what you roll in this 1d12 and 6d6s. It could be over right now. I'm letting you know. So, if you crit, you will hit the exposed part of the neck. That's only if you crit. However, if you roll within the ranges, I will allow you to pick and choose certain body parts if you would like. So, with a 42 or higher, you are going to pin him to the egg. On a 41 to 36, you're going to get an arm or a wing. On a 35 to 27, you're going to get a leg. And anything lower than that is going to be my choice.
Sure. Okay.
I vote for safe.
You vote for safe?
I vote
Well,
for
I mean, we don't have to.
safe
I'm aiming for the gullet. If it goes not quite there, like it depends slightly on what I roll. I'm gonna draw my bow the moment it is loosed, and go in for.
You have prepared shot as an elf. Would you like to make 2 attacks? One by letting go of the bow because you were prepared.
Yeah, because this
and
is
another.
Letting go of the bow. I'm already prepared. I don't need to draw anything. This is the letting go of this initial one is going to be my secondary. That's just a release.
Ah, I see.
So the next action, I'm going to do another thing.
Got it.
With my bow this time. I'm not going to use Aglos. I'm going to use my bow.
Understood. Okay. You
But
might not need to. All right.
Okay.
Beery.
I'm gonna roll my damage for the arrow now. We'll aim for the kill shot. The trouble is, I don't think even if we hit the gullet, I don't think that's actually gonna do it because he's wearing the ring. So I don't think that's actually gonna do it, which is why I want to get there quicker. But we will see. We will see how this goes. Okay. I'm using a bunch of shit for this. I'm using my hope and fellowship. Huzzah.
Yep. And then Beery, you have to make an athletics check to cut the rope. Have you already done that?
26.
26. Okay, that beats your target number.
By many times.
Got it.
What's
Okay.
fellowship down to now?
We are down to 25 after this. Oh.
Oh no, I don't
bollocks.
like that sound.
I rolled a
What
2.
does that mean?
I rolled a 2
Not
on my
bollocks.
D12.
Oh.
You have favor. Remember, you have favor because Beery's helping you.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be better than a 2. Okay, that is better than 2. That's 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay, I got quite a few 6s. I've got 3 6s in this. Hang on, let me
Okay,
do this
that's
math
at least
very
any-
quickly because I'm rolling 8 die. So that was not that.
Read them out
Okay.
loud for us, if you may.
Sure. 7, 3. So 10,
Mhm.
3, 13, 6, 19, 3, 22, 3, 25, 6, 31, 3, 34, 6, 40.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Holy
That
shit.
is not. What did you need? What did he need?
41.
1. Fuck
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
Fuck me.
God.
So
I
sorry.
mean,
Well-
let me make sure that is exactly what I got.
Yeah,
Hang on.
do the math
Do it in
again.
my head. 10, 22, 28,
So close.
4, 37.
I mean, there's
40.
still.
It is 40.
Okay.
It's exactly 40. It's quite a lot. I mean, it's going to do some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Halloweth.
Okay, yeah.
Which arm or which wing?
Left hand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blow
Yes.
it right
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You kidding me? Left hand. Halloweth the handy, please. Thank
Yes.
you.
Oh my god,
Full
it's come
fucking
full
circle.
circle. I didn't
fuck.
even. Oh my god.
Just turn it into fine red mist.
Yeah.
This is a huge bolt. I'm taking off it. Yeah, fucking not just a hand. I'm taking off his
That
left
whole
wing.
arm's coming off.
Yeah.
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 Or does he get pinned?
Let's
He only
find
got
out.
pinned.
So here's what I'm.
Oh my god.
Here's what I'm
No,
gonna
what?
do.
I don't think he's close enough to the egg to get pinned. That's gonna take it right. It's gonna go straight.
Yeah,
through
I think
before
with a
it
40,
pins.
I was envisioning being pinned back as like the crit or above the 42. Dang, you were so close on that too. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna make a roll.
Okay.
This is going to be either.
Wait. You rolled 6s.
Yeah, I rolled 3
Yeah.
6s.
Zach,
So does that?
Oh, extra points of success.
Or
Yeah,
does
does
3
that- Yeah.
extra points of success
43.
for a
Oh.
43.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Charlotte, you're right. Oh my god.
Next face. Can we get a tight zoom?
Halloweth.
Sorry, did you say 3 extra points of success? That sounds very much like that hits. Does that hit? I think that's the best result I could possibly hope for.
You son of an ale. Okay, here we go. Things just got very. I forgot about the. Oh my god.
Yeah.
For
So did I.
flavor?
So did. Thank goodness Charlotte's here. My
Yeah.
word, we would have had a whole ass battle. Maybe this doesn't need to happen.
You know what?
I mean,
Let me confess to you right now the way that I play this game. I just try to think anytime anybody does anything, what is chat screaming at us?
Oh yeah, you know what? That's a good point.
Because I was like, somebody's going, we have sixes.
So in the time in between Zach rolling the sixes, telling us, and then us realizing that it should have been the entirety of chat. I'm so sorry, live chat. I'm so sorry.
It's
So
okay.
sorry,
We're
but we got
all well
there.
aware that you know more than us.
Yeah, it's true. Very true.
We are
Fine.
simply vessels for entertainment. We're not clever. We're not smart. We
We're
just do
actors.
this. We're trying our best here.
Okay.
For
For
a
flavor.
little bit of flavor. Yeah. The second Tinel sees that arrow move, she like hits her knee and just ducks.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's what I'm gonna
Wisp
say.
of hair goes by.
Yeah, exactly.
This
Yo!
is the most anime thing to ever happen ever. Let me describe it as such. Because Gwyhere's getting pinned. I rolled an Eye of Sauron about 15 minutes ago, I think, but in real time. No, that was the Eye of Sauron that I rolled for his roll. But in real time, this has all taken like 30 seconds. Tinel, you take that damage and the scar across your face. He attempts to just literally pounce on you. But in holding actions, Halloweth, you watch as Gwyhere's whole left upper portion of his body is pierced with the arrow. Shoulder, collarbone. You line it up. And it's the biggest arrow you've ever fired, and it's the most important shot you've ever shot. What do you say, Halloweth?
Eagle eye, Barry.
Barry, do you say anything in return?
I think he whispers like a little soft prayer to his old man in Khazd-dûr. Just a little something under his breath and just cuts it.
The arrow goes flying, perfectly straight and true. Tinel, you hear the twang of the bowstring. Tariel, you watch as the arrow leaves the crossbow and Beery's magical inventions pierce the upper shoulder area of Gwyhere, and it is so large and being dragged with so much force that Gwyhere's whole body is pinned to the egg as the eggshell itself cracks under the pressure of the egg with a 43. And you watch that hand and that arm of Gwyhere's fall literally lifeless and unusable to the ground. The ring is still on the hand. I will remind you, the ring is still on the hand and the limb is still attached to its body, but there is absolutely no using it. He is either going to have to use one whip attack or a claw attack, and for every turn that this is in him, he is going to take 2d6 points of damage. Okay? He is going to try and break out. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
He is stuck there right now. But that means he might need to move himself to forward position, and it might mean that you all might want to move to forward position just as a thought, because this is going to be happening literally right now. Before that happens, though, at the end of turn 3, I am going to let you know.
Sorry, I wanted to draw my. That was my second.
Oh, yes, sorry, secondary action. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah. Kind of simple in comparison to that, but hopefully effective. Called shot. He draws his bow. He's got 2 mithril arrows left. He's aiming for that ring finger.
Oh.
He's pinned. He ain't moving. That is a non-moving target. right there for him. And the last thing that someone that he thought highly of told him was don't miss. And he doesn't plan to. So he's going to draw his bow, take a breath, count to 3, and release a mithril arrow, cold shot, onto the finger of the lifeless left wing of Gwahir.
Fellowship, come on!
Oh my god, yeah, take a fellowship point, use a hope point if you want.
Please.
Yep, you better. Take a fellowship or use
No,
one?
no, use a fellowship.
Yeah, okay.
Tell me what you roll total. Please roll the dice one at a time. You're trying to hit a 22.
I Gandalfed.
Fuck you! Really?
Are you serious?
Gandalfed.
Are you serious?
Show me. I want video
Really
proof.
closely.
I want video
I want-
proof. Bring the camera down. It's out of focus. It is so out of focus.
Let me know when you get it.
Are you fucking kidding me? Halwith the handy indeed.
Oh my god.
A Gandalf,
I
a
see it.
6, 2 1s, a 2, a 3, and 2 5s.
I'm holding it
These
up.
dice rolled a 3.
That's it.
Wow.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Wow. Combat comes at you fast, baby. Halwith,
Yeah.
the ring's still on his finger, but the finger is not on the hand. You all watch as the bow releases and the arrow hits. It pins Gwahir's finger, pierces the egg, and the one ring of power on the first finger of Gwahir falls down into the bramble. Now,
Yeah.
Gwahir is going to attempt to get out of this. However, he is going to do so with an athletics check. He is now here. I need all of you to make stealth checks with ill favor, except for you, Halwith. I'm rolling
Yeah, that's
those
fine.
so that
Nothing
he
happens
sees
to
you.
him when he loses the ring. He doesn't like.
Yeah, something happens. I'm just making.
Okay,
I'm
all right,
I'm
all right.
clearing out all of the
Point of
stuff that
order.
is combat mechanics.
Okay.
I don't know if Tinel would have that stealth check either.
Sorry, Tinel, you would not have a
Yeah,
stealth
she's
check.
right
That's
there
true.
as well.
Halwith,
Yeah.
you do not. Are you?
No, that's bad.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh my god. Still incredibly poorly. I rolled a 3 on the d12, and then 3 1s, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So that's
Wow.
6. Hang on.
Jeez.
Let me do math.
Man,
I am
I'm
rolling.
So
You got.
mediocre today. No, same. I just passed my target number by 1.
Okay.
Beery's not rolling for stealth. He's standing on top of the rock and just going like,
Yeah, and I don't know. If,
You know what,
honestly,
that's
at this
fair.
point, I don't think Tariel is either. Like, I mean,
You don't think so?
I think when she sees the arrow fly
Mm-hmm.
and Gwahir go flying back, and like all of this happen, I think before she even realizes it, she's on her feet with her bow drawn, just in case, but might not even know that she's done it. It's just too easy for that to be it. So I think she's just ready for the next time. I don't think she's trying to hide.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and take our 5-minute break right there. When we come back, turn 4 of the Battle of Gwahir, the Wind Lord, and the Unpredicted Party. We'll see you in 5.
Very well. Don't need to plan. Don't need to figure out what to do.
My God, I need a minute to
Holy
yeah,
recuperate.
take a minute. Take a
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, before we go to break, though, by the way,
I'm
Charlotte,
thrilled.
love the shirt with your Underreal
yeah, big
design
fan of that.
that you made.
Excellent
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Love that.
Right on.
Shameless plug. You guys can get these in my merch store.
Oh,
And I'm donating all the profits from any Salt in the Sword merch to Raleigh City Farm, which is a local urban farm that provides food for other nonprofit organizations who address food insecurity in
Holy
the
shit.
community.
Nice.
right on.
And I wore this at work today, and a couple of customers complimented it, and one liked it so much she wanted to know where she could get one of her own.
Hey.
Good.
There you go.
Excellent.
So
Right.
wonderful.
Okay, everybody. Take your 5.
Yeah.
Prepare yourselves. And get ready.
Fucking bring the heat.
you crest over the hill, you see the Grey Havens, more or less burned and destroyed. The boats in the harbor, a charred remains. You barely see any of the actual boats themselves. They've mostly sunk to the bottom. The houses are just dilapidated. Any of the docks that might have been there have been completely torn up, and there are bodies of orcs as well as creatures that you have never seen before, as well as enormous or combined ones. There seems to be a scorpion with an alligator tail, a crocodile that has some sort of serpent at the back end of it with the teeth where it should be. And you're going to hear the elf Irene, who was traveling with Thranduil and offered to go with you to the Grey Havens, having just come from there to do some reconnaissance. And he's just going to say, land just over there by the storehouse, and it's just crumpled in on itself. And as you get down there, there's just like a half a thing of water in a barrel, but there's basically nothing there of value. It's all gone.
The forces of the Dark Lord have seen to their terrible work in this place. Foul creatures at the beck and call of Sauron.
As you look down, you are going to notice that you are stepping on the body of something that looks to be a combination of a tree that has semi-absorbed or eaten a kind of creature that almost resembles a cat, like a large tiger or jaguar.
Can I examine the tree to see if the tree has... It seems like this tree has like defeated this animal, like there was some struggle here.
Make me an insight check for physicality or a lore check for magical property.
I will do a lore check for magical property. What do I roll for that?
So that would be 1d12, and for lore 66.
And for lore 66. Okay.
Yeah. If you are looking for insight, it is 3d6.
Gotcha. Great. On the D12, that's an 8.
Okay.
And across the 6D6, that's 22.
Okay. So a 30 total. Definitely tells you immediately, this is the broken and defeated body of an ent that has somehow been magically or symbiotically ensnared with this other creature.
This tree shepherd gave its life in combat here, defending the havens.
No, it attacked us.
What?
The creatures you see before you are of Gwaihir's forces. Many of my elven kin died defeating these creatures to give Galadriel that time.
Well, Dick.
I said the same thing. We can go ahead and cut right there. Go ahead and make me an explore check.
That is going to be 14.
14 beats your target number of 11 by 3. It takes you about an hour, but you do eventually find Círdan the shipwright's body. He is seemingly the last one on the furthest dock and has just bodies littered all over him. Orcs, creatures, and like trees. One of them looks like a charred remains as if he set it on fire, but he has passed.
Círdan, how many ships of your fine craft sailed west to the Undying Lands? To think those hands are now stilled. Too many things of beauty robbed from this world by the forces of darkness.
I will help lay Círdan to rest as best I can.
Okay. You and Irene spend the better part of about an hour preparing a burial site for Círdan, and you're going to hear Irene pipe up after it's finished and say, I do not know what to do, whether to stay and bury my kin or to return with you and join the fight. I fear one more sword may not make a difference in defeating the enemy.
It is by each blade and the courage of its wielder that the tide is turned from dark to light. Never doubt for a moment the strength of your blade, your choice to do what is right. It may very well be that your single blade, in concert with all those that wish to see a free Middle-earth, will be the one to save our world.
You are kind.
Oh, it is not kindness that I pay to you now. It is instead an understanding that from the actions of many small folk that the tides of the world turn. Never doubt what it is that you can add to the sum of a great people's effort.
Kierdon mentioned your love of the halflings.
I do love the halflings. I have always felt that, though proud and great are the kings of the Dunedain, and wise is the counsel of the elves, and great the craft of the dwarves, that there is some secret power in the bravery of small and simple folk. Also, in addition to that sort of more point about the good of the common heart, I think there is something actually very important and arcane happening with hobbits. They have a resistance to the power of the rings that, let me be very specific, is hugely what we're looking for.
There was a hobbit in Minas Tirith, Mr. Bilbo Baggins.
Yes, Bilbo, I know well. Mostly I do wizarding, but it doesn't pay very well. So I actually did fireworks for his birthday party. It's sort of a side hustle of mine. Kind of a fun. Looking back, and I'm wondering if I spent too much time on fireworks when all this ring shit was going on. Hey, did I blow it? Maybe I fucking blew it, man. Oh.
You cannot blame yourself, Mithrandir,
I kind of do, man. There's not too many people. I thought there's only 5 of us, and the main guy sucked. So it's sort of, I don't know. Did I drop the ball? Did I drop the ball on this? I don't know.
There were 5 of you?
Yeah, believe it or not.
Huh.
How many have you heard of? Let me guess. Me and Saruman, and maybe one other guy.
Just you and Saruman.
Yeah. There's a third guy, Radagast, and then there's 2 blue guys. Right? That makes sense.
Why not one of every color? This is not an important conversation to have.
Listen, the color coding helps you figure out the council. White, gray, brown, blue, blue. That's
Mithrandir, you are wearing white. I don't.
Yeah, well, because I have to, because one of the other guys fucked it up by doing what? Trying to add more colors. He went rainbow, and that fucked the whole thing up.
So now there are 4 of you instead of... The world teeters. Gandalf Greyheim on the edge of a knife.
Yes.
Any aid. You have given me ample reason to join you in the fight. Perhaps we could learn more from this Bilbo Baggins creature. Will you return to Minas Tirith?
I will. Creature is strong, by the way. Relax.
Being of...
person. Let's go with, how about person? How does person sound? This person, Bilbo Baggins. He's a friend of mine. He's very old. He's not doing great, but yes, we will.
When you say very old, it leads me to believe he's many thousands of lifetimes old.
No. He's like 113 now, I think.
I don't remember if I included the 17-year time skip in this version of the canon, so we're just going to gloss over that part.
We're going to gloss over. He's either 111 or he's 128, but one of the two.
Good for him. Very
yes,
well.
Venerable for a hobbit. Yes, to Bilbo Baggins.
To Bilbo Baggins. Irene lays a hand on Círdan's grave, and Landreval and you all set off. We are going to transition into the next vignette as you have a seemingly very easy flight to Minas Tirith. I will say Elrond is going to meet you just out front of the gate. And what you're going to notice is as you land, there are bodies of creatures and orcs everywhere. A enormous battle has perhaps only recently taken place in just maybe the last few days. And Elrond is going to approach you and say, "You have returned. Thank goodness.
I have.
What news of the Grey Havens?"
Grey Havens has been destroyed. Círdan, the shipwright, lies dead. There is no hope of flight to the Undying Lands. Not now, not until the matter is resolved here in Middle-earth.
Then it is up to us to carry on.
I have come in search of Bilbo, our old friend, the burglar. Is he here in Minas Tirith?
Master Baggins has spent every waking moment in the libraries and the dungeons of this great city. I confess I have not seen him in many days. He is quite rattled by the recent events. And you see behind you, even in just the few days and weeks that you were gone, the city's basically in ruins. It's been hit with many, many cannons and catapults and such.
Very well. To find Bilbo as fast as we can.
All right. He takes you down to the libraries and takes you, and you see him pouring over with a mug of ale and a pipe he's smoking. Gandalf.
Bilbo.
They told me you had come back. I knew your wizard tricks couldn't keep you away for long.
No, not at all. I see that you're drinking an open mug of ale in this library on all of these ancient parchments. You want to set that down on a side table or something, my friend?
Truth be told, there's not much more here to learn. I'm trying to scour the depths to find any kind of reference to the real question. How does one destroy the One Ring?
How does one destroy the One Ring?
From all of the elf lords and ladies here that I have held, it seems to me as though the One Ring itself can only be destroyed in the fires of Mount Doom, and yet, had I gone, would I have been able to drop it in? Would anyone? The records of Isildur, you told me you read them yourself. Can anyone? What if Elrond were to simply take Isildur bodily and throw him into the lava? Could Elrond have done that?
I'm going to look over at Elrond as Bilbo voices something that I've privately thought to myself since the fall of Isildur.
Elrond is just going to collect himself. He is kin, and I could not do it.
Yeah, but you might have,
Had I the gift of foresight as powerful as Lady Galadriel or yourself? Perhaps, but that is in the past.
It is in the past. Bilbo, Elrond was bound by rules of kinship. And if I'm being honest, I think there was also a matter of literally where they were standing. I think Elrond explained to me how it all sort of went down, and I think Elrond kind of walked to the precipice and kind of jumped the gun and was a little bit ahead of where Isildur was standing.
He should have stayed behind Isildur, and then there would have... Okay.
I think a rush and tackle just sort of geographically where they were on the precipice. Like Isildur would have had the benefit of being able to fall back towards the door. And it would, if it had been a struggle, I think it would have been.
Mithrandir, do you mind?
Yeah, sorry, what's that? Yes, Elrond, my apologies. Look, the point is this. Yes, Elrond should have hung back and waited to see what Isildur was going to go, and then maybe flying drop kick Isildur into the lava. But he stepped forward, and it couldn't happen. Okay, and then there's the kinship thing, but mainly the stepping forward thing, I think, is where the ball got dropped. But that's just me, and we're not here to relitigate what happened at the end of the Alliance of Elves and Men. Okay,
Quite right. We are here to figure out what to do next.
Bilbo, your question of, is there a creature, a person, a being that could carry the ring to the fires of Mount Doom? Yes! I believe the answer is yes.
Who?
It is in the power of small folk, their care for one another, their sort of lack of desire for greater power. I believe that a hobbit, and a hobbit alone, would have the power to bring the ring to Mount Doom. But maybe I was wrong. Perhaps there are others who shy away from the temptation of the ring. Perhaps there are those who have the strength to stay their hand from the temptation of the Dark Lord. I cannot think now of who that might
Gandalf, be. As you are monologuing,
mm-hmm.
Mount Doom erupts.
Oh, shit. To the walls! And I'll rush out to the...
You're going to see Elrond immediately leap into action. The time has come, and he is gathering Faramir and Queen Eowyn. You missed some lore. I was going to introduce you to some NPCs, but we ran out of time.
Mazel tov! Well done, Faramir and Eowyn!
You see a very pregnant Arwen rushing past, trying to get all of the folks ready. And this seems as though a plan has been put in place to immediately enact and march on the gate of Mount Doom. For what reason? It is unclear, as you have been away. You are going to see that the mountain itself has spewed forth lava, but it is a slow trickle. It is more smoke than anything currently, but there are any number of riders of Rohan and the Shield Maidens that are now cresting over the hill. Elrond is going to come up to you and say, Mithrandir, you and Landreval may be able to offer us a brief respite. Would you scout ahead?
Scout ahead I shall. Landreval, my brother, to the winds! We fly!
And welcome back. When we last left off, Tinel had basically taken a whole lot of damage and is now down to 10 health points. Tauriel is ready to strike with an end coming down, bearing down on her. But Beery's arrow, the 20-foot long bow and arrow, had the weapon pierce right into the shoulder thanks to Halloweth, and the ring finger fell off the hand of Gwaihir the Windlord, because after he is pinned, Zach, your Halloweth move, egg on my face for thinking you wouldn't think of absolutely everything to try and make this battle as quick as humanly possible. Nevertheless, Gwaihir continues. So here's what's actually going to happen. Gwaihir is going to fall back into the defensive position. You all now have the opportunity, seeing him weak and wounded, to approach him. I will remind you, Beery and Halloweth, you were in rearward. Tinel, you were in defensive. Tauriel, you were in open. Is anyone changing their stances to go before Gwaihir in defensive?
I don't think so.
Nope.
No.
Okay. The Ents are going to start making their move. Tauriel, I need you to make me an athletics check as this Ent starts to move. Are you within 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, if you can make a move to dodge, the Ent is going to try and grab down and take a swipe at you and pick you up.
Oh crap.
17.
17. That beats your target number. You effectively move out of the way, dodge over the ent who tries to gnaw at you. I'm now going to move. Let's see. This ent is here, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it could just get to Gwai here, but it risks crushing the nest. I'm going to say, let's see. The ent on the left.
Oh, they're that big that they would crush the nest if they get in?
They're pretty tall. I mean, they're gonna. It's gonna hurt.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 6, 7. The ent's foot, let's say, is going to literally stomp on top of the nest as it sees what's going on. However, Tinel, you are just out of range, so we will get to the ent the next turn. And I will also say, on turn 4, you guys are going to watch as the rumbling of the rocks behind you. Beery, you got up just in time as the crab claw monsters that Tinel, you almost lost your ankle to, begin to start contorting their bodies as these rocks start to move. And like, they're not quite mud crabs. They're like mud crabs plus, like the developer couldn't think of anything creative, so he just kind of threw it on there. However, I will say, just for flavor, what you notice about these is that their bodies are significantly longer. It almost looks as though like a rock salamander has been mixed with a many-footed crab with like crab. Like it's sick and twisted and like dripping with ooze and evil and demented, and you hate it. And it's coming for you. So
are they crustaceans or are they reptiles?
Yes.
Yay. Okay.
And crust tiles.
Ooh, I like that.
Where are we in the turn order?
So we are still at we're still at the top. We're still at the top.
Okay.
So these rocks are actually eventually going to start moving. So just don't get too comfortable. But Beery, you have already said that you are moving up here. So we will have those salamander crustaceans go last in the turn order and then make their moves on you next turn. However, the ring is off his finger, so who's to say what will happen? Up first in turn 4 was the Ents. We have moved them. Tariel, you successfully avoided getting snatched by an Ent. You are up in the open position. You are first to act. Next up is going to be Gwai here.
Okay. Yeah, so Tariel will just do a little whoosh move, just quick dodge. And now her head is very quickly on a swivel. She'll take a couple of steps back, not a full move back, but just a step back.
Yep.
From the edge a little bit. And sort of behind her shoulder, look back down into the nest. Is there egg goo coming out of the egg? What's going on with the egg?
The egg is leaking. There's a mixture of viscous and blood with Gwai here's own just sort of starting to drip out. You can also feel a little bit inside the egg. It is starting to rattle ever so slightly, as if whatever is inside was also impacted by the giant arrow and the loss of the ring.
I think she's going to abandon her current post. There is no point in her trying to fight an Ent. The Ent isn't the fight here. So she's going to whip around and shoot her arm crossbow grappling hook right into the ground beside Tinel.
All right, so that is 1, 2, or here, diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll say you're right here. You're 1, 2, you're 3 spaces away from Gwai here.
Okay. Yep, and she'll just ride that. It's just gonna whip her right down.
Got it.
Into the nest.
Okay. Gwai here's up next. Now, he's gonna...
can I just say, sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Down next to Tinel. Like, how's Tinel looking?
Bad.
Oh, it's just red on the side of her face.
Yeah,
she's also caked in mud, by the way.
Cool.
Because she tried to hide her hair and her elven features. She looks a fucking mess.
We all do. We all do. There's probably still like shit on us.
There is.
You
haven't
like,
showered since you covered yourself in manure.
Yeah. Well,
Correct.
but when we walk through a river of shit, I mean, like bleh. So she'll land, pull up her rope and grappling hook again real quick, and reach down to. Does Tinel need help getting to her feet? Does she?
If you are attempting to help, I will allow you to make a medicine check. If you want to try and patch something up, it's going to be
I don't want to patch something up. I just want to offer her an arm.
Tinel?
Yeah, she like willingly takes it and like grabs it onto the first thing, so like your forearm.
Yeah.
And pushes herself up.
And she takes you by the shoulders and just says, "That was amazing. Are you all right?"
Once he's dead, I will be.
Okay. Okay. And then she looks down on the ground and goes, "Where is it?"
I don't know, but no one else can get it.
She's gonna...
I need both of you. I need both of you to make me awareness checks, please.
Okay. Yes, please, please. I'm favored in it too.
Oh yeah, me too. Oh, good, because that was not okay. That also, all right, whatever. Oh, that was a 6 though. Okay.
Drink 22.
Hey. 10, 15, 21.
Okay, you both pass.
With a
now,
6.
I want to make something very clear. That was an awareness check, not a scan check.
Right.
If you're looking for the ring, you'll make a scan check. Now, you haven't lost your own presence of mind right now.
Oh,
you have not fallen into temptation of trying to get the ring first instead of anyone else and using it for your own. But there is a significant possibility of temptation, and I think you'd all be aware of this. So both of you, please make me a scan check with the understanding that if you succeed by a wide enough margin and you try to get it, it will potentially tempt you.
Okay. I mean, we knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
10, what is that?
16, but there are 2 6s in that.
Okay.
I don't even hit my target number.
You don't. Okay. So with a 16 and 2 6s, so an 18 not hitting the target number, you think it's probably by Gwai here, somewhere closer to the nest. However, Gwai here is... Sorry, anything for your secondary... Actually, that'll be your secondary
yeah,
action,
I've done
Tariel.
plenty of stuff.
You've done your stuff.
Yep.
Here's what I'm going to say is going to happen. Gwai here is going to see the arm hanging limply, Palantir on the ground as well, and he is going to use the bone whip that he has to lash out at both of you. Tinel and Toriel, I need you to make athletics checks for me, please.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use a hope point.
Same.
Now's the time.
I'm hoping to dodge that. That's such mediocre rolls today, but it's 2 6s, so that's good. Okay, 12.
Oh, you're
18. There are 2 6s again.
18. There are 2 6s.
How do I math? Okay, 10, 16, 20, 21.
21. Okay, you both succeed, so you're only going to take half.
Oh, God.
8. Yeah, that hits. I believe that hits both of you, but let me just confirm. What's your parry score, Tariel?
16.
16. Okay, that definitely hits you then. So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 exactly. You are both hit for not... no, hang on.
Oh.
You guys are both hit for 7 points of damage as the bone whip lashes out as Gwahir uses his primary attack to try and at least keep some distance so you don't come any closer. And he's using this as a kind of way to bat you off. And you're keeping your distance for now. You're both going to take that much damage. Tell me what your health is currently.
18.
18.
3.
3.
Oh my God.
My HP was already lowered. He hit me for 10, which was half. Now 7.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's find out who's up next. We've got Halloweth and... No, sorry. Turn 4 defensive. Tinel, you're up.
Great. She at that whip just hits her knee again. Just like down on one knee.
Mm-hmm.
And looks at Gwai here. She doesn't want him, especially, to be able to free himself and get that ring. She's gonna look for it again.
Okay. Just with the understanding, this is going to be the action, the thing you roll for.
Yeah.
Make me a scan check.
I have an idea. There are 2 6s again. 21. 2 6s.
21's not going to do it. You're still peering down in the bramble in the thicket, but you know, it's a claw in a bunch of sticks. It's hard to see. Halloweth.
It's just a finger, right?
Sorry, you have a secondary action as well.
She's gonna use her secondary action to basically tell Tariel her plan, if that's okay.
Yeah. How would you do it quickly, if you don't mind?
So she reaches into her pack down and pulls out the bottle of Mirkwood spider venom. She goes, "It goes in this, so that we don't touch it."
Oh, she doesn't even. Okay, sure. And like, I guess takes it.
Yeah, but I can't see it. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't see it either. I'll keep looking. With like a fervent glance over her shoulder, like hopefully the boys are on this one because we gotta find this shiny right now.
All right, boys.
Okay.
Tinel's gonna back up to as much as she can.
Yeah, you can move.
Yeah, Tariel honestly is going to put herself in between Tinel and Gwai here.
Okay,
because
so
her friend's looking bad.
2,
Yeah, and
3,
same
like there.
Same thought as Tariel. Like, I hope the boys got this.
Boy.
Okay, Tinel, you have successfully placed yourself in between Tariel and Halloweth as Tariel now takes the lead against Gwai here. You are out of range of his whip, which has a range of 4, so well done, you. Halloweth, Beery.
Yeah. I'm doing 2 things. One, I'm using my movement to go right up to Gwai here.
Okay, so I don't know if you have the movement to get right up to Gwai.
Oh, you just said I had. I thought I had 5 because it's 5 spaces up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, excuse me. Yes, my mistake. Yes, you are right up to Gwai here. Okay.
Terrific. You said very specifically that his armor is made of all natural materials, correct?
Stone, wood, leather, any number of things. Yeah.
Excellent. All
I've been
natural.
trying to burn all this shit down. Please burn it down.
Not burning it down. I am going to
I see what's going on.
enter whatever avatar state Halloweth has. He's going to look Gwai here dead in the eye at his lifeless left arm, maybe a slight smirk, and place both hands right on the armor. This is a horrible risk because he hasn't used magic since being immortal, but he's going to order with everything he has for the armor to crush. Just like a can.
Oh.
Like a soda can. Just compress and break every rib and bone in this bird's torso.
Make me a lore check.
Come on, baby.
Can I just say,
come on, baby.
As Halloweth passes Tariel, and she sees that look in his eye, she starts like not taking her eyes off him, just like frantically looking for just groping around the nest material around her, looking for the ring. Like
he's gonna while Tariel's bending down, I'm gonna use this. So this is gonna be the way that I can use a fellowship point, right?
Please, yes.
I'm gonna as Tariel bends down to look, I'm gonna vault off her back.
Yeah.
Just leap, sail through the air and just wham. Okay, yeah.
Cool.
Terrific. Okay,
incredible.
I'm going down. Got to use all my stuff. Updating my sheet to say what.
And just so I'm clear, you're no longer yanking Beery up with the spear? No.
No, because I'm trying to do this. So I'm afraid you'll as I say, it's okay to be on your own. I'm desperately trying to do this. Okay, come on. I beat my target number by 22. So everyone drink.
What?
Okay.
I rolled a 33.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Beating my target number by 22.
Gwaihir is going to roll a counter roll, and then I will tell you what happens.
Okay.
Oh my god. I just want to state for the record, I'm rolling either really well or really poorly because there are a bunch of 4s, but a bunch of 1s and 2s. That's a 2 on the D12. That's 10.
I got an 11 on my D12.
That's 20. That is a 22 with a tie. But for magic, it has to exact a toll. And in a tie, you're not going to lose all of your HP. You're going to lose half. So Halloweth.
But
welcome to the club, Bo.
Yeah, no, they're dropping like flies.
Yeah,
it's okay. I achieved, but you know, it goes ties.
We're gonna round up, so you have 8 health left from 17. Half of that would be
yeah
8 point,
which is a hit.
Yeah,
that's a hit.
Yeah, it's a hit, but
a palpable hit.
But we will see, because that means that he didn't succeed against me. I have still crushed his armor like a can of soda.
The visual that you all see is Halloweth. Do you reach for it? Do you touch it physically? Are you trying to?
Yeah. So I leap over. I stand up to look him dead in the eye. I'm assuming like this is quite a lot of movement, and especially from a vault, it's going to be a little bit of a surprise. And then just dead in the eye, like I smell like, hey, remember me? And then just both hands clamping down onto his torso, and there's, you see, like his eyes are gonna go the darkest shade of forest green you've ever seen. Just this almost emerald, vicious glow as it just compounds this armor together.
You all watch as Gwaihir's armor begins to constrict in and around its body. The sharp points and edges start digging into the flesh, especially the arm that's still, or the right arm that still has the bracer on it. You feel the grip of it. You see his arm just tighten in the pain as the armor just slowly begins to like squeeze like a 10-pound sausage in a 5-pound casing. Beery, you're up.
Ooh, okay. All right. In this, well, first of all, Beery wants to change to forward, if that's okay.
So you would need to do that at the beginning of the next turn, which means you would probably go now and then go first if you would like to do that, because you can switch positions.
If that's cool with all of you,
Yeah.
because how much movement do we have? Is it 3 spaces? Or
So
is it
for you,
5?
because you're on normal terrain, I'm going to give you 4 here. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then I'd say you could make it to Gwaihir this turn if you really wanted to, but you'd have to, you could make it to Gwaihir.
Okay.
You'd have to use your movement and switch to rearward if that's what you'd like to do.
In the theater of my mind, let me tell you what happens.
Okay.
So, to all of your horror, you look up at the edge of the nest and you see one of these rocky, craggy creatures that has made its way to the rim of the nest. But what you see is like, Beery with the shell kind of like on his pack, climbing up through the brambles. He dumps the shell over, and he's gonna try and ski this damn thing down because there's a sled, right?
Sled it.
And Legolas
Like one of those
sled this
dish
damn thing,
sleds.
and the hammer's swinging over. Yeah, he's coming in hot.
You know what? I'll count that as your action if you would like. You can make an athletics check for me. I'll give you an extra space if you want to use it as a little sled.
That's amazing.
I'll give you
Okay.
Yeah.
This
Go
man
ahead.
was always
Oh,
finding ways
baby.
to like yeet himself out of things or
Yeah.
like
Or into things. You know, it's really
Increasing
just
movement one way or another.
yeah.
Hey, Everything's useful. You know what? I'm gonna spend a little hope because I need to get there because he's got oodles of HP and everyone's hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, there's a 6 on the board.
Okay.
10, but it's not great. 17. It's a success with his 11.
Okay, I'll give you one more extra space of movement. Anything for your secondary action? I actually, you know what, we'll say secondary action was throwing down the thing and sliding on it, if you're okay with that. That'll be...
Sure, but he can't make an attack. He just keeps sliding in?
Yeah. No attacks this
that's
turn.
fine.
But here's what we're going to do. As we move to turn 5, Gwai here, still bleeding out, is going to take an additional 5 points of damage. The Ents are going to make their way towards you. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Halloweth, I need you to make me an athletics check. And 1, 2, 3, 4. This Ent you're going to watch is going to travel slightly further up the nest and actually behind Gwai here, as he is going to attempt to grab Gwai here and rip him off.
Ow.
Wow. All right. Oh, shit.
Okay.
But I just hear that in Matthew Perry's voice. Ow.
Okay. This is going to be first. So we are going to see Gwai here has taken his damage. The Ents are doing their thing. Ent 2 is going to take a swing at you, Halloweth. What was your athletics check?
I Gandalfed, so get wrecked.
Fuck off, man.
Sorry.
Are you serious?
I have advantage on athletics checks, and I rolled a 10 and a Gandalf. So yeah, with a 6 in there too. It's quite delightful.
The dice tell the story. I love it.
He's still good. He's hot. He's like a cat on a hot tin roof right now.
Okay. Ent 2 is going to attempt to move Gwai here. That's 4. Ooh, that's 3 6s. 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 plus 4, 25. The rest of you are going to watch as an Ent, watching all of this happen, scoops up Gwai here in his whole arm, takes the other arm, and Halloweth wrenches out the thing, the arrow, and as close as it is to you, do you hang on to him or do you let go?
Big money plays. I hang on to him. We need to keep hammering him.
Make me an athletics check.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oof.
Hey, remember when you tried to do this with the Fell Beast and the Witch King? Do you remember that?
Yeah. No, I remember.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
That was slightly different.
Oh, yeah.
I'm already
The
up
Witch
on that now. Okay, yeah, I succeed. I succeed quite heftily. I'm
Okay.
fine.
You succeed. Holding on for dear life. You're going to watch as Gwai here is looking down at you. You never knew when to let go. And you are up. Because actually, sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot to put Gwai here in the turn order. He is going to go first because he's in forward as well. And let's see if the Ent has ripped it out. He is in the Ent clause. He's going to attempt to get rid of you by shaking you off. This is going to be opposed. No, I just have to beat your parry score. Excuse me. Athletics check for Gwai here. Ooh, okay. 10, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. What is your parry score?
18.
18. All right. He is going to... At the very least, he is going to remove your arms from his armor. You're still able to hang on to the Ent, but he is going to attempt...
Well, if he's going to do that, he has to drop his whip. He has one useless
arm. That's right. He has the... What is it with me and forgetting about useless arm? This happened during the Balrog as well. The Balrog thing as well. What is it with you and arms? Actually, hands in general. Anyway, not important.
Got a hand thing.
I have a reputation to uphold, Don.
Yeah, you guys are going to watch as he drops the whip, grabs Halloweth, and like forces himself up and is off the off the grip of the Ent. Halloweth, you are still just barely hanging on. He's then, unfortunately, though, going to use his wings to...
Wing? He cannot fly. He has one useless arm.
I think he's got 2 wings and 2 arms.
Yeah, he's got 2 wings, 2 arms.
Oh, he does?
He's got 2 wings.
Oh, bother. Okay. Yeah.
That's why I said you could have aimed for a wing. You could have aimed for the head. You could,
I thought arm/wing. I thought that was
no.
It's
It's 2 arms and 2 wings.
Yeah, he's got wings on his
if
back.
he would be a real dragon and not a wyvern. If we're
it's a Jarnathan situation.
It's a
Jonathan. Okay.
It is a Jarnathan.
Full circle, yeah.
That's our session. No, I'm kidding. We've made the Jarnathan joke. We've come full circle. Session over. Okay, so Gwaihir is going to stand atop the Ent and start yelling and directing, attack! And you are going to watch as these 3 enormous rocks that are this sort of like, I want to say like, oh God, what are they called? The mud crabs in Skyrim, basically, are going to start making their way towards you all. Hang on, I accidentally locked these, so I have to unlock them. So, movement speed, hang on. Okay, so the first rock crab crustacean is going to travel 1, 2, 3, 4 up onto the nest. The Ent is still where it is. This small crab to the south, gonna go up 1, 2, 3, 4, right up by Beery, automatically behind you. The bigger one in the back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Further north, but not quite on the nest, and then the one in the bottom right of the map, 1, 2, 3, 4, much further away, but also much larger, so it's got more time to move. Okay. First up, for turn 5, we've got Beery and Halloweth.
Okay, so he jumped into the shell. He's sliding down into the depths of this nest. Gwaihir flies off. A lot happened while he was sliding.
Yes. Well, not flies off. He's standing on top of the Ent directing his troops.
Because I'm thinking about what's in the path of his trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
Is the Ent in his path a little bit?
I wouldn't.
Or mainly just the egg.
It's so Gwaihir is up. Gwaihir is up high. He's probably got about 25, 30 feet on you right now.
Okay.
Where did the whip land?
The whip landed, we'll put it in text. We'll say it is almost right by this crab.
Okay.
And
Tario, while she's like, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so it'll be.
Beery has been sliding for like 50 minutes, all right?
Yeah, so what I wanted to say, just like while Tariel is like groping around trying to find this thing, as Beery comes skidding into frame, can she just start yelling, Beery, the whip, get the whip?
Go for
He's
it.
gonna like come to a stop right by it.
Yeah, you're 3 spaces away from it. You could grab the whip if you wanted to.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, the commander is quite commanding, so he might bail his plan. And yeah, I mean,
he doesn't have to bail
sure,
his
what
plan.
the hell?
Yeah.
Wow.
And Donna, oh, sorry, go ahead. Please, go ahead. I'll ask.
Okay, so he's gonna bail out of the shell. And he's going to grab this freaking whip and give it a swing. How long is this damn thing?
It's long enough that it can reach up to 1, 2, 3. You can get the Ent. You would have to roll really well to get to Gwaihir. It's not quite 30 feet long. But if you roll really well enough or like jump or you've got a height advantage, I'll allow it to see if you can do it. Do you want to roll for it? You want to attack?
He's not going to, is Gwaihir Gwaihir's flying, right?
Yes, Gwaihir is flying. He has freed himself. Sorry.
He's standing on top of the Ent. He's standing on top of the
Ent's
head.
He's on not the Ent's head. Sorry, the Ent's shoulder. He's standing on top of the Ent's shoulder, but he's like using his wings to like stay aloft because the arm is hurting himself so much. He's like literally grasping in pain. He's struggling here a lot.
So this Ent is going to be a problem here in a second. Beery's going to be swinging this whip around. He's never dealt with a whip before, but instead of trying to strike up at the Ent, he's going to strike out and try to wrap up this Ent's legs, try to pin them together.
Ooh, okay.
Trip this damn thing.
Make me an athletics check.
An AT-AT this shit.
Yeah, that's right.
I just want to know, is the end, so you keep describing the end of the whip. as glowing but not is it hot?
It
Or is
doesn't
just
necessarily
glowing with-
look hot. Whatever weapon is being used gleams in the light, so much so that it's like, oh, Morgul blades disappear because that's the kind of magic that they use. This particular magic is just like, this is a beacon, this is a symbol, this is something somewhat more magical in nature.
Okay.
And when he touches the whip, nothing untoward happens.
Nothing
right?
untoward. No, this is just a
Look at
regular
that.
weapon.
If I'm just beating my target number, it's a success, but it's 18.
An 18.
For
The
athletics.
Ent is going to go ahead and make a contested athletics check. You are in the forward position, though. So do me a favor. Roll an extra d6 for me. We'll treat this like the kind of attack.
3.
3. Okay,
So 21.
So 21 total. Okay, got to beat a 21.
Any 6s in there?
Oh, yeah. Any 6s, Beery? Because that's been really
negatory,
important.
No.
Okay. So got to beat a 21. 10. 16. Oh, wait. Sorry. 16. Oh, I need a 5 or a 6 on this. It's a 6. So you're not going to like be able to squeeze them together, but the Ent is going to cry out in pain a little bit as you wrap it around once and it quick hooks it in, but it's not gonna be able to like move. It's firmly planted within the roots and branches of its brethren, but it's like it's taut. You're getting thrown if you hang on to this for another turn, unless you succeed in athletics check, because this thing is struggling against it like a fish on a line.
Okay.
Secondary action, if you want.
Okay. And does he have movement?
No, you used your movement to pick up the whip.
To pick up the whip, right? To bail out of the thing. Okay.
But you've got the Ent at least immobile for the time being.
Yeah, Bear's going to spend his secondary action to hold on with a lot of might.
Okay, sounds good. Next is going to be Halloweth. You are up and kind of just sort of dangling in the clutches of this Ent.
Yeah. He's going to turn to the Ent. And again, put his hand on him and almost appeal to him and say, I am your only chance of finding the Entwives. I have given my word. That is a promise I have made. There is so few things of permanence in this world, but you and I are one of them. You are not a creature of shadow. You don't pick sides. You are one for nature. Look at what has become of nature. Look at the shadow and evil that has spread. All I ask is that, and I implore you, I give you every ounce of my sentimentality and my love and my appreciation for all that is good and green in this world. This has been twisted darkly. You need to crush this. And I'm going to appeal and try and make him grasp and secure and squeeze Gwahir.
Make me a persuasion check with the understanding that you are going to be contested against Gwahir's word, and he is going to be utilizing shadow points.
I'm persuaded.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll use what I can.
Let's move them.
This might not go very well. Halloweth generally isn't very persuasive, so...
Did you really? Did you
do
really?
it? Did you do it?
Did you really?
I haven't touched
Yes.
it. I haven't touched it. Let me just...
You have not.
I haven't touched this. I haven't touched this. I have just taken a photo. That is all.
Done.
Oh, you can't see it on my camera.
Get it
Let me
in
send
focus. Send it to the group
Yeah,
chat.
I
I'll
gotta.
interpose.
I'm so.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my
Yes,
god.
I see it. I see
With a
it.
6.
With a
With a
6.
that.
6.
Halloweth. Having rolled.
There is no other way this would have worked. I have 4. I used a hope point. I have 3 dots in persuasion.
A critical success. The best possible outcome. That I am going to turn to my own advantage by utilizing some shadow points.
Oh.
So I am going to make an opposed roll.
Oh, yeah. This is like when the DM counterspells your attack.
Yeah.
I am Emily Axfording your... All right. 1d12, and without the ring, 5d6s. That's 10, 20, 6, 27, 28, 29. So, can you tell me the total of what you rolled with the understanding that the 12 will count as a 24?
Yes, I got 24 immediately with my 6. That makes 30.
Okay.
40 with 2 5s, 42.
42.
It's the answer to life, universe, and everything, baby.
It was also the number you needed to hit a certain spot on Gwahir a couple of turns ago. This particular one, though, Gwahir lunges at you, but then suddenly doesn't, and is going to go ahead and use a legendary action to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hop off onto the second ent immediately. Though you have successfully recruited ent number 1 with a possible persuasion, Gwahir is going to use his legendary to, at the very least, get away from danger. So, Halloweth, you have successfully recruited the first ent. And next up is going to be Toriel in the open position.
She is now fully on her hands and knees, frantically groping in the nest material around her, and she hears the sound of wing beats and looks up to see Gwahir alight on this ent looming over her, only for a second, and then fully focuses on trying to just dig up the ring. So I guess I would need to do another.
So I would have you need to use your your movement to 1, 2, 3, get closer to where it might have fallen off.
Scrambling, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Great. Make me at first. Actually, I'll have you make a scan check first and then the awareness check.
Okay. First, I'm gonna burn a hope point. Okay. Nope, I don't see it.
You didn't pass you didn't hit your target number?
Nope.
Still searching for it. Can't seem to find it. Anything for your secondary action?
I guess I'll just... Sorry, I'm just thinking. There are a lot of choices. How's Tinel looking? I know she looks like shit. Is she down? Is she conscious? What's she doing?
She's conscious. She's got 3 HP. Right? 3?
That Gwahir has flown basically over Tariel. Her eyes are trained on Gwahir now.
Okay. And what is the status of the egg?
The egg is still very slowly, though, pouring out like a viscous ooze. It's still rumbling a little bit, but it has sort of stopped moving for all intents and purposes. Like, it's not shaking violently or anything.
Okay. No, I guess there's no secondary action.
Okay.
Tariel begins loudly and fervently praying as she just is continuing to dig rapidly.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Then that leaves Tinel in the defensive.
Quick clarification question.
Go.
Can I use ranged weapons in defensive positions?
No, that would be rearward only.
Okay.
If you would like to, I will allow you to switch back to rearward next turn and use. Yeah. I think that's fair.
Okay, then she is going to just move up 1, but still back up because she doesn't want to be close to Gwahir, and she's going to look for the ring again.
Okay, go ahead and make me a scan check, please.
Come on, baby. Ooh, okay. 21. Still no. Oh my God.
Still no? Holy
Still no.
With our elf eyes? God.
Son of a... Okay.
You're looking for gold, you need a dwarf.
Yeah, for real. It's a needle in a haystack at this point.
Quite literally, yeah. A small golden ring.
Yeah, and at this point, like, if the ring doesn't want to be found.
I know. So,
All right. Anything for your secondary action, Tinel?
No, I think she just backs up as much as she can away from Gwai here.
So you've got 2 movement left, so that would put you 2 away from Beery. You want to be
I would
bottom
like to be
left of the
near
nest?
Beery.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Fuck, there was something I could do. I'll do it next time.
all right.
I know, I'm not good at action economy. Yeah, Tinel is gonna stay there. She is gonna switch to rearward at the end of this.
Okay, great.
And so she puts away her sword, and it's just like she's on 3 HP, just trembling hands to pull out her bow and arrow.
Okay, great. Top of the next turn, everybody give me your stances, and then we will play out how the NPC things are happening.
Yeah, so switching to rearward.
So you're switching to rearward. Tinel can't be the target by melee right now.
I would say forward, but I'm not engaged with anything.
But if you were to attack, you would have that extra d6 if you wanted it.
Okay, yeah, then I'll say forward.
Okay, Toriel.
Put me in, coach.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you've been in since episode like 18 or 19. I don't know.
It was 18.
Okay, there we go. Anybody else in forward?
Would the Ents gotta go now?
The Ents are going to go before you both.
Yeah,
that's just sort of how I'm running them.
Just need to know the order of that. Excellent.
Yep. Anybody else in forward?
Oh man, I'm really debating this one. No, he's going to protective.
Going for protective? Okay, so defensive?
Defensive, yeah, protect companion.
Key. Okay. Anybody in open? Halloweth, I need you.
Yeah, I'll be an open.
Open. All right. Halloweth. All right. So here's what's going to happen next. Top of turn 5. These salamanders are going to start moving, but Halloweth, dangling from the Halloweth, dangling from the Ent. You watch as it kind of scoops you up in its hand, sees one of the sort of salamander crab rock things moving, and very quickly raises his foot, crushes it, and if you would so choose, is about to like give you a look like, would you like to be moved down?
No, put me on your shoulder, big boy.
You raise me up.
You're riding it, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then can I point him towards? I want us to go like gladiator style, toe to toe with Gwai, like the Ents.
Hell yeah.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Also, whip has been released, so this Barry would no longer be like holding this whip top if he would have seen that. He.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we'll say you can release it on your turn, and that'll be.
Yeah, I beat my target number by quite a bit, by like 10.
Okay. The moment the Ent reaches out to you and touches the part of your body that you are like directing it, and you make contact with it, you feel a surge of that energy as Osanwe opens up between the two of you. Oh. It is asking for you to come in. Like, it is welcoming you to share how you are going to promise to find the Entwives and why you gave your word, basically for that memory.
Yeah, sure. I give it to him.
Okay. We'll say at the end of the turn, it can drop. Or Beery, the whip can drop at the start of turn 5. I'm fine with that. Ent's movement is 7, but there's an egg and a Tariel in the way. How are you directing it? You want it to try and step over the egg? Because that will lessen...
maybe...
You would be, if you were to try and move the end, it would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be 5 instead of 7. So you would be... not quite within range personally.
Okay.
But you know what? If you want, I'll allow you to be in rearward for this. If you're on top of an Ent,
sure. I'll be in rearward, bow drawn. Okay. He's going to order the Ent forward to that point.
Okay.
And
Ent's going forward. We'll have you shoot the arrow now, even though you're going first. I'll allow it just because that's my own thing. But
sure.
Yeah.
If me and the Ent are one, sure, at this point.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, he's loosing an arrow. He's going for that bird gullet once again. He's calling the shot.
Okay.
Good point. Okay. So a called shot would be 1 less d6, but I'm using a hope point, so I add them back up again.
Correct. Gwai here is also going to be in the defensive position, so it's 1 less d6 from there.
That's not great. I got a 2 on the d12. Hang on. He got a 25. Does that hit?
25 hits.
Oh!
25 hits.
Nice.
With a 6. There's 1 6 in there.
Okay,
Rolled
so
a
26
2 on the
technically.
d12, but I did get a 6.
Wow. Oh my god, all of that min-maxing finally paying off. My
no
god.
kidding. Yeah.
Okay, is this the mithril arrow?
I didn't call it. I
Okay.
didn't say that it was, so I'm going to
Okay.
say no.
Okay.
I didn't say that it was. This is going to be a regular arrow. He's going to wait for maybe a more opportune, like he's about to be dead. Let's do that once for all to use the mithril arrow. So no, he's going to use a regular arrow. But still.
Okay. So, I'm going to make a quick counter roll and remind me how much damage they do and what part of the body you are aiming for.
Aiming for his bird gullet straight through his throat.
Okay.
The one that I was aiming for with the big arrow. I don't know how much damage arrows do just as a straight damage, but
Arrows, I believe.
I mean,
let
but
me just-
if it's a called shot, isn't that the whole point? Is that
it's not, but he has a chance to deflect it, and I don't necessarily want to. Okay, so.
Oh, okay, sure.
I
Yeah.
think it's 4 damage per arrow. At least that's what mine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I have as well.
Terrific. 4 damage.
Bow. So bows typically do. Yes, so that is great bow because it's Lothlorien 4 damage. Okay, so hang on. We are going to for the called shot. He is going to. You have 2 shadow points left, right, Halloweth?
Yes, I have 2 shadow points left.
Okay. Okay, so that's 10. 17. Plus the extra d6. What happens as the arrow lodges in not quite his throat, but not quite his throat? With an
Yeah, that's fair.
18 on the dice, it is that other shoulder. It's just off to the side. He's going to utilize another shadow point, though, but that's good. It burned another shadow point that you were using. You've now, I believe, only got 1 left against you. All right. Doing all the damage here. It just clips him on the other side of his shoulder, so the other shoulder, and is going to cry out in pain, and is going to be down to, that's 4 damage. So it's going to be, he's not looking good, guys. There is an arm that is useless. He has got an arrow in his shoulder. His armor is literally crushing himself, and he's going to take some blood loss damage at the top of the next turn. So, Halloweth, you were in open. Is there anything you want to do for your secondary action?
My secondary action, he's. No, I don't think he can. He's gonna continue, like he's gonna fortify his connection with the end again.
Okay.
He's gonna flood his memories of the conversation with the Ents that he gave his word to find the Entwives to show that he's genuine. That's what he'll do in that regard.
Love that. Beery, you are up next. Then Gwai here.
Oh boy. Okay, so Beery, the whip is
Whip is dropped. Yeah, we'll say whip is dropped.
It's
That's
dropped.
just you
Easy.
can no worries there.
Yeah, wielding the hammer. Beery's going to get between Gwahir and Tinel,
Okay.
and
do
is
you
going
want
to
do you want to
protect
hold
companion.
on to the whip?
If he could, sure. Yeah.
I'll allow you to hold on to the whip. Yeah. So it will be whip in one hand, shield in the other. Yeah.
It's not a hammer though.
It's
You can
not.
belt,
So you
just stick the whip in
Stick
your
with the
belt.
hammer. Stick with what you know, man.
Yeah.
Stay with the hammer.
okay?
But he's maybe belt loop it.
Yeah, I'll allow. It's pretty
could.
big. You're gonna be dragging some behind you, so there's gonna be a little
30
just because
feet
it's
of
long.
whip.
It's
Snag.
long. Yeah, it's
Forget
about
the
20
whip.
feet long.
You don't need it.
Fuck
You
the
got a
whip.
hammer.
Yeah, fight the whip. Hell with the whip. Okay. He's gonna leave it on the ground. Okay. He's going. Beery's going to run to Tinel's side,
Mm-hmm.
and is going to try and because it's clear that Guahir is susceptible to like goading and getting his head.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you know what? He's gonna get this guy flustered, and the rest of the party is, I think, besides Tariel, is really hurting right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tariel looks rough, but she's doing okay.
yeah, he's gonna try and goad this this damn Birdman.
All right. Tell me how you're doing it.
Oh God, how is he gonna do it? Okay, I got it. He's gonna tossing the whip aside, dismissively, right? Oh, I don't need this crappy weapon. He's going to look up at Guahir and go, "Hey, Guahir! Just because you're always farting doesn't make you the Wind Lord."
That's vicious
And
mockery.
it's just trying to,
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
and he's gonna try and piss him
So-
off.
Guahir takes
so he
10
makes him
seconds
stop.
damage.
Such dwarf energy.
Give me a persuasion check. This is going to be like compelled duel or vicious or something. Give me a
Yeah,
persuasion
compelled
check.
duel, exactly.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check. Let's see how this goes.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
you got it.
Go on, man.
Amazing.
I'm gonna burn a hope
Amazing.
on it.
Yeah, fair enough.
The time is nigh. Oh, okay. 18, 19, 21, 22. 26.
26 absolutely succeeds. Guahir is going to be aiming for you and only you during his turn, which is now. So, on top
Okay,
of
shields
the...
up. Oh shit, here
Yep.
we go.
Where are you right now, Beery? You have 4 movement here.
Between
movement.
him and Tinel, he's really trying to make
One,
Guahir make a mistake.
3. Okay. So you can be, is this good? So like sort of lower middle
Yeah.
of the map?
Maybe giving somebody else a shot, maybe giving someone else a chance, trying to get Guahir off balance emotionally.
Okay. Cool. So it is Guahir's turn now. And hang
Bring
on, I
it.
gotta put something in it.
Do your worst.
Oh, it will. You are going to see Guahir. What's he gonna do? If he's gotta go after Beery. Let's see, what's the Ent's movement here? The Ent is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beery, I need you to make me an athletics check, please, because the Ent and Guahir are coming for you.
Okay. He's in defensive, so I don't know if that changes anything in that regard. But yeah, athletics coming.
Yeah, it will significantly actually. Actually, because this is almost like a saving throw to get out of the way of being crushed. Give me an extra D6 for this one.
You got it.
This will be less an attack and more a saving throw.
Makes sense to me. There is a 6 on the board.
Okay, so that's an extra +1.
29.
29. He's a nimble dwarf, he is. Okay, so I'm going to say, in making that athletics check, you very quickly dodge out of the way, sneak between the legs. I am, though, because of trying to move out of the way, going to move you 1 space further down, so you are a little bit further from the egg and Tariel itself. You are still in between Guahir and the Ent. So Guahir
Just holding the line.
Guahir is basically using his turn to direct the Ent to move again, rather than use his own thing, because he knows he's basically useless. He doesn't have the whip. He doesn't have the ring. He's just going to try and use the Ent to get rid of you guys as quick as humanly possible. We are now up to the rock creature's turns, and I'm so sorry to say this, but Beery, you put yourself in between a rock and a hard place, but forgot the other rock. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rock monster is not in range yet. Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
You got lucky where I placed these rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still not enough. We're actually going to get rid of that rock monster because the Ent stepped on it. So there's still 2 of these rock creatures left. They're clambering all up and down the nest, trying to get to you all. As Beery and Tinel with very little HP, the whip just sort of sitting there nonchalantly. Tariel searching for the ring. Halloweth riding on top of an Ent.
I can't remember which it is that triggers Tariel's prescience. Is it awareness or insight?
It's an insight check.
Okay. I would like to try to briefly glimpse.
So you're calling for a vision.
I'm calling for a vision.
Ooh.
Call for a vision.
And the vision that I am trying to call for, maybe just reach out with the same sort of part of her that gets visions.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to feel for the ring.
Oh.
And if it's a future thing, like feel for where it might be in the near future.
Make me
So
an
she can
insight
be
check.
there. Okay.
Make me an insight check, yeah.
Clever.
And I'm again going to burn a hope point because I've been rolling with such mediocrity. That's 18 with a 6.
18 with a 6. Okay, so upwards of 19. Hang on. Just want to let you know, I rolled a thing, and that thing had a Gandalf on it. No. It's not necessarily a bad thing. You're calling for a vision, Tariel. You're trying to find it. Oh, come on. Give me something. You close your eyes, and you open them again, and you notice that the Palantir is to your left. No vision, but there's something next to you, and it feels like you're just calling for it, asking for a sign, and what do you know? It's right there. Can't get a vision, but you got a Palantir.
Okay. Can I use my secondary action to take the Palantir?
You may. You touch it.
She grabs that bad boy. Just doesn't even know why. Just picks it up.
Make me an awareness check.
Oh.
Come on.
Which
this is the
I'm
time.
favored in.
Yes,
so
you are.
Oh, there you go.
That's another 18 with a 6.
18 with a 6. As you grasp the Palantir, you delve into it. Have you ever used a Palantir before?
No.
It's a very unique experience. It's seeing but not seeing. It's a bird's eye view and an up-close look. It's 30,000 feet in an airplane and the smallest minute details all in once, based on wherever the Palantir are and who is currently holding them and activating them.
Palantiri is the plural.
Excuse me,
Carry on.
Palantir. Thank you, Palantiri. And you see Sengaya holding one of them. We're going to come to turn 7.
What the?
Why?
Wait, what? How?
Why?
How?
Wait.
I have one. Saruman has one. And Gwahir has one. There's a fourth?
Saruman's dead body has one. You have one. And Gwahir
Why
has
is she
one.
back? How? What? Why?
I
But
knew
she
that
went
bitch wouldn't
home.
listen to us.
She was at home. Of course. It wasn't even about listening to us. It was about self-preservation. Like, she didn't want to be here.
Oh.
Why did she come back? Why? I don't like that. I don't like that. Can I just ask, though, before you switch, like, what does Sengaya's face look like? Is she looking at me? Does she look neutral? Does she look fell? I can see her face. What
you
is her
can see her
expression?
face. She looks confused. And Tinel, go ahead. What are you doing?
Okay.
You have
she's-
the rock salamander thing coming at you.
Yeah.
You have another one to the other side of Beery. Gwahir is also on top of the Ent bearing down on you both.
Can I nominate names for the remainder rock guys?
Please.
I would like to name them Dwayne and Hudson.
Perfect. Thank you. There's no disadvantages with ranged attacks, right? I mean,
no,
unless
you
I'm
would-
right up on him.
You wouldn't be shooting with ill favor or anything. Rearward is
Cool.
You're under the impression that like you're far enough away from anything that you can use a bow, and if they were to try and attack you, you would be able to move out of the way.
Okay. Screw it. Tinel's gonna Hail Mary this. She's gonna use her
Do it.
last hope point. She will get Beery's spinning arrow and she's just aiming for Gwahir.
Okay.
Fellowship.
Fellowship.
Shield up. gives
What's
you- gives you the
what's
look.
everyone doing? What's everyone doing for the fellowship point?
Take the shot.
I mean, Tariel's sort of in Palantir world, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
you're
I
not
get
going to be
the-
able to do much.
Could I get the Ent to roar so that it kind of shakes and kind of stops Gwahir's movement like
Ooh.
a twitch?
I think I'll allow that. Yeah, Beery, you
Okay.
doing anything?
Right now, he's like pretty much just guarding Tinel. Shield raised as he's seeing like stuff come. Just everything's clamoring around us right now.
Yeah.
He's about to protect her.
Okay. Tinel, you
Yeah.
still on your knee, draw the arrow right behind Beery's shield. Very similar to how the opening of the Fellowship of the Ring starts, with all of those people in a line shooting over the shoulders of their friends. This right here, same deal. What are you doing?
I can add a fellowship point?
You can add a fellowship point there, and a hope point if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So she has Beery's spinning arrow as well. It's her most powerful item.
Yes. I will also remind you, you are going to remove 1d6 because Gwai here is in defensive.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just aiming for him.
Yeah.
Not a called shot, but she's just going for it. Come on, baby.
Come on.
Don't move your arms.
No.
Don't move your arms.
I'm gonna grab my phone.
Keep him raised.
I'm gonna grab my phone.
Did you roll a Gandalf, Tori?
Holy shit.
I'm waiting.
Excellent.
Oh my god.
My body's ready. Send it.
My body is ready.
Okay, I just
There it is. There it is. That's 2 4s, a 2, a 1, and a Gandalf.
I'm shaking. Oh.
May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Holy. So it's a 9 total, without just
and
normal
on a crit,
damage.
it's double.
Is it like through the lenses?
From behind Beery's shield, with 3 health left, with an Ent bearing down on top of them as Toriel holds the Palantir, trying to figure out what to do next. The spinning arrow made all those episodes ago releases.
She just screams with it.
And you watch as all 3 find their mark. As Gwaihir the Windlord tumbles 30 feet off of an Ent and hits the ground with a solid thud.
My last hope point and everything.
Oh my god! Down to like what, like three health or something?
3 health. Last hope point, fellowship point. One of those had to be taken away because he's in defensive. Is that real? Holy shit!
Oh. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
We're not in the weeds yet.
Yeah, we're still in combat.
Aww.
Turn 7, everybody. Tariel, you're up first.
Okay, all right. Palantir.
Yeah, 10!
Congratulations,
Tariel has
Tori.
no idea that this has occurred. Feet
Nope.
away from her.
Nope.
Palantir, Sangaya. She does not speak aloud, right? Because with the Palantir, you just...
It's mental, yeah. It's
right.
You don't actually have to say it out loud.
You!
Oh!
How?
Faramir! And
What?
quickly hands the Palantir over to Faramir, who, in his chair, holding it, Lady Tariel.
You.
All hope is not lost. We are coming. And from way, way far away, you hear the distant sound of war horns. And you hear the following words in Osanwe.
Thranduil would take his standard,
Okay.
his whatever banner he's got, or whatever he could cobble together that would represent all of the elves and not just the elves of Mirkwood. And I think he would plant it on one of those hills that's in front of the Moranon, where in the books, the men of the West unite for one last assault to draw Sauron's attention. I think he would do the same. And I think with a clear voice, he would say the following. Erio vai Tori menorath.
Arise. Arise, warriors of Middle-earth.
Ethgairn echiar naur adageth.
Fell deeds awake. Fire and slaughter.
Atha fenestel. Atha nuath anin eriadanur.
Out of doubt, out of dark, to the day's rising.
Tolen linad vingalad. Ivegil nin lilthad.
I come singing in the sun, my sword dancing.
Nivethestel menin. Anin graged guren.
To hope's end I ride, and to heart's breaking.
Si na ruth.
Now for wrath.
Si na adlanas.
Now for ruin.
Adu garan.
And a red nightfall. And you know in all of your heads that Thranduil is now leading the charge against the Black Gate.
Yes! Yes!
King Daddy, he's here.
Oh my god.
He's not here. He's like he's over there, but
So, from this information, Tariel, you are able to glean two things. One, the forces of Gondor and Mirkwood and Rohan and everybody, they're all here in various places. Some of them have taken the passage that Sengaya led them to through these tunnels on the other way to Mordor, made by the giant beasts in the caves, and others are by the front gate. So now Shelob's army is currently pinned in between that army and Gwaihir's forces, as well as another one coming up from where the direction you guys.
Can she? Is she feeling as drawn to it? Like, does she have enough self-awareness now to sort of like dazedly look around and just take stock of her environment, so she can at least make a quick report?
Because Gwaihir is not actively using it,
blocking us anymore.
Blocking us, yeah, no longer blocking you. Easily.
Okay, all of you will feel this flood of relief from her. You like. Something has come uncorked, right? She's finally able to, she's found her voice again, and you all just feel this relief that she's connected to you and to everything again. And sort of with a dazed look, she looks around and seeing Gwaihir fallen, just sort of says, he's dead.
Gwaihir?
Dead.
Where is the ring?
She ends the call.
Okay.
You know what's smart?
Okay.
She almost, it's sort of like, wait, where is the ring? I was looking for it. And then, like, it doesn't even say, gotta go. She just, Palantir, screw this. And just, like, drops that.
Okay. You're going to have to look for it on your next turn, but you know reinforcements are on the way. Tariel, you have already taken your forward position. Who is in... Oh, Beery, you are in defensive. Tinel and Halloweth are both in rearward. So, yes. I am so sorry to say, Tinel, that rock monster is going to be coming after you.
But I'm in rearward.
Protect companion.
Oh,
but
that's right. So it's got to go after
targeted
Beery.
By ranged weapons. So
okay.
I'm so sorry,
1, 2,
Beery.
3, 4. Beery's got full health. Don't you freaking worry about him.
I know,
Dude,
but
he's
still...
hunkered down with the wyvern shield and Gimli's helmet. He's ready to rumble right now.
4, 5. All right. So the first one is going to go after you, Beery. The second one is going to go after Halloweth and taking out the biggest and strongest things first, because it's just the Ent and these two crab salamander creatures on their side. Beery, I'm just gonna have to roll, aren't I? Remind everybody of your parry score, please.
21.
21. Beery helmet, Gimli helmet, putting in work. Ooh, 6, 10, 15, 20. That is a 22. Beery. Beery, you watch as the crab salamander creature's claw grabs onto the shield, yanks it up, and you start dangling from it as it's going to use its other claw to like snap at you with both and like clamp around your lower part of your body, like a little bit of stomach, as you are literally dangling from both with the shield on top. You're going to take 7 points. You're going to take 8 points of damage. So you are now down to 21. Ooh, terrible. 8, 9, 12, plus 7, 19. That does hit the end. So, Halloweth, you are actually going to feel the end buckle a little bit. Make me an athletics check, please.
Absolutely. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I easily succeed.
Okay.
15, 19, 21.
You get thrown for a second, but you're able to grapple back onto the Ent. The Ent is actually going to take another movement. We're going to move one more space back.
Sure.
And that is also going to take 9 points of damage.
9 points from these little crab things? That's
Or sorry,
pretty
8.
hefty.
8.
Okay. Still, that's
These
hefty.
these were the big bosses, guards. They're like, in disguise, not really doing anything. All right, so that's going to be Ent is down to. Okay. Cool. Tariel, you have used your turn. Your Ent, Halloweth, is going to take the top of the turn and make another attack against the.
Can I actually command him not to do that and suggest maybe crush the egg?
Okay. Make me a persuasion check then.
I bloody hate these. Okay. A hope point. Yeah, sure. These are rapidly coming down. Okay. Cool. Let's see what we get. Yep, he does it. That's a Gandalf again. My word.
Holy crap!
Holy.
You using
God.
weighted dice or something, man?
Not quite. I use a different die every time. I have 3 here, so I use a different one.
You've rolled like 6 Gandalfs today, man.
I've rolled 3. I've rolled 3 Gandalfs today. Yeah.
I haven't rolled any.
Oh, I mean,
so
you've been looking for the ring and getting the Palantir and getting everything else ready to go. This next part is crucial. Okay. I've completely lost track of what you were doing. You were making a persuasion check to try and...
persuade the Ent to ignore the crab. I mean, like, I've got this. Don't worry. I've got the crab. You smash the egg with everything you have.
Let me make a roll.
That was the right call.
I rolled a Gandalf for the Ent.
Yes. 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 Yes.
It is time.
The blood sacrifices were working, man. I just. I knew doing it under a full moon would work.
The rest of you are going to watch as the Ent picks up the egg, or attempts to. Can't do it. It's that heavy. Tries to bend down. You're holding on, Halloweth. It's still taking attacks from this crab thing. But then it raises a foot and steps on it. And you watch as it begins to grow around it. The roots of its foot begin to extend in such a way that it is literally seeping its way into 2 holes. The first, the one that Tariel made, with that soft spot underneath, and second from Beery. And in being able to get both, it's going to put both feet on it, and you watch the egg crack under the pressure of this enormous Ent, and whatever is underneath it is in the midst of its death throes, and it is loud, and it is screeching, and it is angry. And then it goes still, but once more, picking up again. It's not dead yet, but that end is still there. I need you to make me another athletics check, Halloweth, to stay on
fine.
this thing.
Kind of feel bad now.
Squishy.
This would only be bad for us if it went away.
You're just like dragons.
Okay,
So I feel bad.
9, 15, 20, 24.
24. Yeah, you manage to just hang on, and it is, it's rough. This thing is bucking and trying to get you off. You're holding on for dear life. This ent is taking damage. Beery, you're in defensive. You're up.
Oh
You've
my
got
god.
one
Okay,
rock.
so
You've
he's
got one
this
rock
big-
monster hanging by, the arm clamped on the other.
And we're talking like a crab claw with like
Pincers.
carapace, like,
Yeah, with a little sharp.
and then there's like a seam.
Yeah, there's a little seam there.
He's gonna grab from his belt. He's gonna drop his hammer down below.
Okay.
And he's gonna grab from his belt the King's Echo, the other dagger, and snap it right into that crease around his waist.
Okay, I like it. Go ahead, make me an attack roll with it. Yeah.
17.
17 unfortunately does not hit.
Oh,
This thing is
He's like digging at it.
Yeah, you're trying to get at it, and it's got you in such a position, can't quite get at it yet. Okay, Tinel, Halloweth, you are both up in rearward.
Go to now.
Yeah. Is the one that's on Beery way too close for a ranged attack?
You're basically point blank and still in rearward, so if you want to walk up to it in the face and shoot it with both of its hands occupied, is that what you're saying? Am I understanding?
Well, no, I was just hoping that me being so close isn't going to mess up a ranged shot.
No, I'd say you can still
Okay.
do a ranged shot, but it's not going to go after you because of Protect Companion and the fact that you're in rearward.
Excellent. Okay, yeah, she is like in a daze, gonna just turn and fire.
Give me
Just
an attack
didn't-
roll.
Yeah.
Beer's gonna yell, "Shoot it!"
It's another Gandalf. This is terrific stuff.
No,
This
it's
is
not.
really. This is really
No,
fantastic.
no.
Am I being
Those
punked?
nice squishy
That is-
underbelly all exposed.
You
Hey.
don't have to take a picture.
Hey,
Listen,
hey,
I
no,
believe you.
she's taking a picture. She's taking the
Okay.
damn picture. Hey, am I being punked? Dice gods? Did I not appease you?
They saved it all
We,
up for this moment.
Yeah.
On
Are you
fire.
kidding me?
And hey, here's the thing. That's not the same one. I put the one that was a 12. I've placed it over here next to my little Tinel mini in honor of Shrine. This is a brand new D12.
What?
Yes.
I've been cycling through mine. I haven't used the same one.
What's gonna happen though is I play D&D tomorrow. I'm gonna roll ones for
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Worth it.
The dice really do tell the story. Tinel, with 3 HP, you realize you don't even need your Fury in the Fire ability. You don't need to tap into that energy anymore. It's past you. Point blank range. Bow drawn back. Arrow to the face. This thing's dead. HP be damned. You're right on top of it. Rule of cool is there, but like also basic physics is right there. If you've got an arrow and you're point blank, it's not going to hit anything fast enough, especially because both of its arms are occupied. Its face is wide open. So on a Gandalf, you shoot this thing in the face, and Beery, poof, you collapse to the ground as it falls to the ground. And Halloweth, you're up, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna aim down while still on the end. He's aiming down at this crab, attacking the feet, and again, just gonna try and cool shot, shoot an arrow through its face. So
Okay.
one less d6, but we're gonna see how this goes. 8, 10, 12, 13, 18, 22. Everyone drink.
Hey, 22 hits.
Nice.
And then we drink.
Fantastic.
22 hits, called shot. Give me 1 second, because these guys have a way to potentially negate that. Ooh, but wait. I can do math. 10, 16, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so the called shot itself is negated, but you were going to watch as one of its, the arrow digs itself into one of its claws. It moves just out of the last second, and it gets stuck sort of in that, like, crevice, not quite the elbow of where it is, but a little bit higher, almost like forearm of the claw, if you will, and it's going to cry out in pain, and it's still going to be able to use both claws, but it's taken a decent amount of damage. And then the Ent is also going to be up next. All right, turn 8. You know what? I think with Gwai here dead and the enemy's gone, I'm going to start using the potential for a retreat mechanic. So on a 6 or lower, this Ent is going to be really confused and not know what to do. On a 7 to 10, on a 7 to 12, it is going to stay and attack. Hand to God, it's another Gandalf.
Are you serious? What is happening? What is happening?
What's going on around here?
Can I get some of that energy?
God.
Bloody hell.
I don't know what's happening. But the dice, I mean, it's staying. Thank you for me. But wow. Okay. Cool. The Ent, seeing Gwai here dead, is going to go after... Honestly, it's going to go after the other Ent.
Yes. Kaiju battle.
Kaiju battle.
Let them
1,
fight.
2, 3, 4. Halloweth, you, I'm not sure, are going to be able to drop down fast enough. You may be thrown and you may take fall damage. It's going to depend on this attack and whether or not it's successful.
Okay.
6, 12, 18, 24. That hits. I need you to make me an athletics check as the Ent takes a pretty decent amount of damage.
Alrighty. Roll that again. Yeah, I succeed. I get a 16. Beat it by 4.
16. All right. In succeeding, you manage to hang on, but these things are fighting because as much damage as you guys can do, it knows the other Ent is going to do a lot more. And it didn't roll high enough to push him off, so the thing underneath it is still attempting to wrestle its way out. Okay, Tariel, you're up. What are you doing?
There's a lot happening around Tariel, and at first, when she comes back to her senses, she looks as though she's ready to leap up and defend Beery. But then Tinel's got it. Halloweth's got it. Beery's doing okay. And you know how, like, the Ents are stepping over her and fighting. There's egg goo gushing, and there's dragonling writhing. There's just a lot happening, and she, on her knees in this mess, closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. She puts her hands down on the nest material in front of her, and she decides that she's maybe been going about this wrong. And she stops looking for the ring. And instead, with her intuition, she reaches out and starts trying to find Gwaihir's finger. Because that is not going to evade her in the same way that the ring will.
You may make me a scan check with an extra D6.
Thank
Very
you.
well done.
So
Very,
smart.
very well done on that one. Are you using hope or fellowship points? And if so, please mark them off.
Man, I'm rolling like such shit. I'm going to burn. I've still got 7 hope points, so I'll go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And she almost like, it's almost like the chaos around her is helping. She's starting to picture herself like in the eye of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
This, just trying to find her calm. Still rolling like shit. No Gandalfs for me, but no Eyes of Sauron either. Okay, so that's a 6. At least I'm rolling a lot of 6s. Okay, you guys got to give me a minute to add this up. Okay. 10, 13, 16. That's 22. With a
Hey.
6.
You find the finger. You see it just about 2 feet down within the brambles. You're going to have to reach through some thorns to get to it.
Fine. Just thrust her hands in there with her eyes closed. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, because who knows if the ring is still on it.
make me an awareness check, please.
Which I am favored in.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to switch die here.
Come on, baby. No way.
What does that mean?
Charlotte, come on.
What does it mean?
Charlotte, come
Is
on.
it a Gandalf?
First, it was a 10. Then,
No.
Oh no! What?
that's
This
a
is taking
Gandalf, a
too
3,
long,
a 5,
stressing
and
me
2
out.
ones.
I'm losing my mind.
Wow.
I'm losing my mind. What's happening?
So many.
Oh.
So she reaches down,
my
eyes
God.
closed. And she just, without just pulls the finger out of the nest, opens her hand. What does she see?
Give me 20 seconds. Charlotte,
Yeah. Don Marshall.
turn your phone off airplane mode. I'm trying to call you.
It's not on it. Oh, sorry. It was on Do Not. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
Now this is quite for podcast listeners. This may seem quite strange. Don has
I need
blacked
to
out his
check my second.
camera. There is nothing we can see going on Don's end.
Okay.
Charlotte has answered the phone.
Do you guys want to know what happens? Tariel lowers her eyes, lowers her gaze to her hand. And as she does, Gwaihir's finger evaporates. And all that remains, perfectly centered in her palm, is the one ring of power. And that is where we end tonight's episode of the Unpredicted Party.
Oh my god.
Don, that's evil.
Oh,
That's fun.
That's so evil. That's so evil.
Well
We're
done,
in
you
phase
guys.
2 now.
Oh my god.
You spent the whole battle looking for it, and now it's in the palm of your hand.
Shove it in the spider venom. Shove it in the spider.
On a Gandalf awareness check, we'll pick this up 2 weeks from now, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all so much for joining us. I have been Don Marshall, the obscure Lord of the Rings facts guy, alongside Charlotte Moore Lambert, Max Randolph, ttoorriifoxx, and Zach Smith to tell a truly wild story of highs and lows, and mostly highs. Gandalf's specifically. Again, I don't know what happened, but it happened. Whatever
The
happened.
last roll of the night.
I know. Holy cow.
What a time to get it.
Yeah. Because the episode ends very differently if you fail. Very differently if you fail. The one ring of power is in the palm of your hand.
Oh my god.
Tariel.
Instead of a Dark Lord, you would have a queen.
That's 6 HP too. Oh wait, never mind.
No, because this is the final boss.
The ring.
The
The ring is the final boss.
Yeah.
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
It's never been about Gwaihir. It's always been
No.
about
Fucking
one ring
poser.
of power.
Yeah, I get the pretender.
We will be on patreon.com/DonMarshall72 for the Unpredicted After Party. Players, thank you so much for an excellent session. Any quick thoughts? Any yells you want to cry out?
Wow.
Ah!
He's gone. Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
After a nearly 3-hour combat. I think that's our longest combat by far.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
think?
it's
Yeah,
up
that was
there.
good. I'm glad
Yeah.
we started early.
Yeah, me
Yeah, me
too.
too.
Me too. All right. We will see you all in 2 weeks' time as the party tries to destroy the One Ring of Power. Bye-bye.
Fare thee well.
Bye bye.